All right, hello everybody. Welcome back once again to VR Master League here. This is day 2 of the Challenger Cup, this time in North America. We just finished up with Europe only an hour and some minutes ago, so it's been just rolling on through day to day with these matches. It's been exciting. And over on the European end, we saw Scuffed and Quackheads advancing now to the European Championships next week. Today, we're going to determine who does just the same on the North American side. We've got lot of super talented teams here about to face off, and on the casting desk we've got some super talented casters about to cast off. So we got Dimwi, we've got NightFiree, we got Strembitsky. So much for subtleties on the cameras as well, and we'll have Swift doing some matches with NightFiree, at least the semifinals, a match that we're not covering on this stream, we'll have done on channel 1, I would imagine, of our regular stream. So that said, NightFiree, how's it going?
It's good. It's been a good day of VRML action so far. Excellent start of the day with the EU Challenger Cup Finals, and I've been loving watching that go so far today.
Yeah, Dimwi. I mean, like I said, we came in hot off of those casts just not long ago, with what, 6 matches all on the stream over a 4-hour period. Strem as well. I mean, how are you feeling after all this stuff today?
I am ready for it to get hotter, a lot hotter, because
well, I'm here.
you know, I just gotta the depth of skill at the top of the NA bracket, it goes so far down, and what we end up with is this, where we have 8 teams now still remaining in this qualifier. Every single one of them have a chance here. Every single, there's no sure bet. There's no, I mean, you have your favorite, like Instinct is kind of the favorite coming into this one. Zero is another favorite for sure. I mean, I've been saying it myself, but you can't say for sure. I mean, these are, I mean, we've got so much talent that we're going to be, that's going to be playing over the next couple hours. It's just, I mean, these are all top teams. These are all top teams trying to just get in to the finals. This is hot. It was a little loud. I'm sorry.
Well, and speaking of, we also got Strem, and talking about top teams. Well familiar with what gameplay is like and what the intensity is like at the top level of Echo Arena for the last 3 years. So, Strem, what you feeling about this one? You know these players here today. Personally, you scrim with them, you chat with them, you play all kinds of games with them. How are they feeling? And what's your outlook on what their matches are going to be like?
You know, to be completely honest, I said it before, I think it was yesterday, that Instinct is definitely a team that has been known to come into matches on a day-to-day basis with an entirely different vibe to them. So definitely going to be interesting to know how Instinct comes out. Even in the first round they play, it'll tell us a lot. We also got Wireless Jacks. They've been really popping off recently, just really working on their offense and their passing game. And the passing game in NA can beat any team. And then there's Zero, of course, and like Dimwi said, everyone in the top 8, really anyone can take it. I have no idea. Mostly I'm just here to find out who I'm going to be playing next week.
I see. So it's a scouting duties here for Strembitsky. That makes more sense now. But no, for sure, these teams, I mean, top of their game, like you said. The important thing, or the significant thing to mention, is the fact that there's kind of some prior established stories here between, with Wireless Jacks and Instinct. They were kind of the stories coming out of the Challengers Cup in Season 1, for those who remembered, a few months back during the summer, May, yeah. It was Wireless Jacks and Instincts. Those two teams specifically absolutely showed up on the Challenger Cup weekends to make their way and advance into the postseason. There was a lot of questions in the air, leading up to that for those two teams. Could they take it to the next level? Could they beat the master tier teams, or could they at least contest them? Could they get far enough to have a chance at it? Both of those teams absolutely succeeded in just showing up and making a very, very powerful name for themselves, I think. And, the carryover effect is real here in the postseason as well, as we make our way to championships next week. That's always going to be a factor. And I can't wait to see this match. It will be the first one here on Venues for us. But yeah, I mean, NightFiree, you've been casting, obviously, Onward for years now, with VRML and Onward. And I know 2 different types of games, and yet at the same time, as a competitor as well. for you. You know the stakes at play here. You know how
Oh, yeah.
the emotions just this time of season. It's for the casters and players and viewers alike. Everything is at a high, and it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good esports action, and when you combine it with VR, you just get a much more exciting period. You know, you have the players expressing their emotions, they're throwing their hands up, they're shouting. You just get to see the reactions from the success. And then on top of that, it's an endurance match. You know, how many games are you going to play in a day? How long are you going to play? How hard are you going to go for 2 hours? You know, have you physically built up, you know, the stamina to compete? And it's just exciting to see adding that onto the pressure, the prizes. It's just it's a lot, and it makes for good esports.
It does. Actually, it reminds me of what Strem was mentioning in one of the I wish I could remember. There's so many matches, and the thing is, there's so many big moments. Putting myself on the spot here. What team was it? The celebrations, right? We heard it in the open comms. We saw it physically. That is one of my favorite parts too of watching Echo. Right when the big plays happen, yeah, the casters are freaking out. Yeah, the Twitch chat's freaking out. Look at the players. Look at the physicality there. Look at the how intense they get. Just pumping their fist and pumping each other up. After big goals.
It was Hellbent, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. And
Hellbent's energy, he was just so good. I was casting it and I couldn't help but smile, and even got some chills there at the end. I'm pretty sure that they actually lost the game, but their last goal of the round, it didn't win them the round, but it still got all 4 people in the members cheering and not even talking to the other team, just talking amongst themselves, being like, guys, that was such a good game, good job. And that literally gave me chills, just how wholesome and how great that experience is.
I remember we were about to go to OT, and I was going to go to U analysis, and you shouted, "No, the game is more important."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I know. Okay, you're right. This is an intense one. Yeah, we were all feeling that. That was certainly an exciting match.
Yeah, we saw that as well from. Just many teams. It's good to see a lot of the new up and comers here, whether they're just new to VRML and new to Echo, in general, or especially these quest players who have only been around for the last few months now. You like to see that kind of winning attitude, right? Where to compete and even contest any of these teams that they have been. How about Ding yesterday, for instance, versus a Tint? We're talking about the absolute polar opposites in terms of length of play, right? There are so many of these new teams that seem to come in with good attitudes. On occasion, I get an ear on their comms before I mute them from streams, or if I'm not camming that day, I'll dip in every now and then, just out of a little curiosity. I continue to be actually super impressed by how collected and cool and the attitudes that I hear from a lot of these players. And I'm sure maybe a lot of them listening now and thinking, "Oh no, Pally's been listening to us." Don't worry, not often. But yeah, I'm just curious.
Occasionally, yeah.
I'm always impressed.
Every once in a while. I was doing it today during because I did it in a timeout. It was when was A-Team was playing, and I did it in a timeout, and it was the most adorable thing I ever heard of the timeouts. Periodically, I would hit the button because hearing these kids who have kid voices playing the game at an effective level and communicating in such adult ways. And I don't mean that like cursing, nothing like that. They were just
we can't even communicate in adult ways.
Yeah, it's very mature. It was clear, concise. It was all supportive. It was all positive. When somebody messed up, they were all helping each other. And hearing them at such a young age, hearing those voices saying the things you hear from top level teams, the guys who are in their 20s. Yeah, it was adorable. I have no other words for it. It was absolutely adorable. I loved it. I became an immediate fan of that team. From hearing those comms, because they're just it's fantastic. But sometimes you gotta peek in every once in a while because you like what you hear most of the time.
I don't know if you could say, sorry, Palidore, I don't know if you could say like adult ways, but like I would say that the term like mature or even wise, just these kids they sound like tiny kids, and they're very clearly inexperienced in the game, but they're calm, like their communications are so like wise that any little mistake, they know why they got to keep bringing their team up and keep the morale high. And it's just really, like you said, really I don't want to say adorable, but like it is. But
Look, when you say that, so you say, and again, I say this with the utmost respect. So when you say, tidy kids, I can't not mention Joker. Once upon a time, they were, they're like, hey, these are, I mean, they got skills, but they're just, they're right outside the top 6, 7, 8, whatever in prior seasons, and people, they paid attention a little bit here, but not in, back in the day especially, it was only the top few teams really who got all the attention in terms of who's gonna win it all, who's gonna compete. There's just the couple first few, and then out of nowhere, not really out of nowhere because they worked hard for it, but I mean,
it was out of nowhere because of, I think it was out of nowhere just because of not the meta, but just sort of the status quo, right? We had Poonanners, and Poonanners would talk about how Joker's the future of Echo, Joker's the future of Echo, and all the top teams, the foundation of the league that we had, were like, nah, and then that foundation got crumbled by Joker.
Listen, up until the very moment that they handed us a couple big losses in certain games that Strem, I think, reviewed on stream some weeks ago. Up until that very moment, certain people on the team were like, nah.
Yeah.
But no, really though, just jokers aside, it's teams like that, and not just Joker, but again, you mentioned the teams we saw in Europe today. Some of the teams, many of the teams that I've saw and I've heard on stream and in games. Here in North America as well. Youthfulness aside, don't mistake that for incompetence or as if, they're just messing around. They're not going to be anything. No, before you know it, they put in the time, they put in the work, and suddenly you're at the top of the mountain just about. And I mean, for Joker, even moving on to Onward as well. Not moving on, but participating in Onward, I should say. And NightFiree, I don't know if you know a ton about how they've been looking. I've heard they're pretty decent.
I don't know. We'll have to try and catch some of their matches, but I haven't. I haven't had the opportunity to watch them play yet. It'll be interesting to see, but
just to point out the thing going around, the Joker is really good at Onward. 90% sure that's a meme. Just saying. I just want to put that out there.
You don't know that, did we? You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Like we said before, though, once upon a time, saying Joker would be the meme, as Trev mentioned, it was not.
Whoops. I'm back.
Welcome.
We've got mail. There's a really old reference. Anyway, regardless of that, why are you laughing?
My reference.
What do you mean? I'm old enough to know what AOL is. Give me a break.
Yeah, but
jeez.
Yeah, but that's America Online. Do they have that in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Canada's part of North America, pal. I'm looking at you like you can see me. What am I doing?
Who knows?
It's already feeling late, and we're only just beginning here in North America. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Well, checking out the time real quick. We got, about 15 minutes, 16 minutes until we got that first round starting of this stream. That is to say, it is overall the fourth round, I believe, starting here, dating back to yesterday. And yeah, Instinct versus Wireless Jacks, they'll be playing. We've got Redshift versus Project Mayhem, Zero versus Anomaly, and Wrath versus Creamy Milk. Those will all be here starting at the same time. But yeah, we'll be following Instinct to Wireless Jacks, and then the winners of those into a Redshift or Project Mayhem, depending on who wins out there. I gotta say, if it ends up Instinct versus Project Mayhem, that'll be interesting too. As I do recall, about 3-4 weeks ago, something like that, when Project Mayhem was still kind of new as a rostered team, they took Instinct to 3 rounds and made it a really, really close match. So, just saying, there's a lot of stories at play. But with that said, any standouts, among these other teams for you that you're looking at maybe as dark horses? I mean, if anyone wants to chime in that, like Strem said and Dimwi said, everyone here is super skilled. I know we've got favorites, but I feel like Project Mayhem and Redshift, they're both kind of low key, could be dark horses. They've been impressing as well, and I think, they're looking forward. They don't consider themselves underdogs.
No, man. Chocolate and Redshift are going all the way. That's all I got. I'm sorry, Anomaly. Chocolate and Anomaly going all the way.
Nice one, didn't we?
Go get your coffee.
Trying to be real inspirational.
I'm
Just-
doing some Starbucks energy drinks for this.
Is that a Caesar?
a Caesar? It's a hazelnut.
Oh.
No,
Starbucks.
all of you guys are kind of hazelnuts, but anyway,
It looks like a Bloody Mary.
I named my cat Hazelnut because I picked her up
this
once.
is getting
and
bloody
she
scary.
smelled like hazelnut for a moment, and she's a nut. And I was like, it works. That was silly.
Well,
I know.
I wish that we could
Okay.
go back in time.
Yep. Honey Nut Cheerio to that. Anyway, we've got what 14 minutes left here. We're gonna be.
No,
off
you know what?
after-
No. We're not going anywhere. We're settling this right now. Strem,
Oh dear.
you have. I'm looking right at. I'm just kidding. We're good.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay.
So by the by, yeah, for anyone joining us here across the different platforms, Oculus venues, Twitch TV, we got YouTube Live, we got Facebook Live as well. Wherever you are, thanks for joining us. We do have our first matches here in North America starting out soon. And once again, this is for the finals. The two teams who come out on top here and the number 1, number 2 seeds of this cup will go on to be the number 7 and number 8 seeds of the finals championships next week for all of our regions. And EU and NA for these Challenger Cups. We also have OCE, of course, not having a Challenger Cup, but we will see them next week. And everyone, competing for their share of the glory, of the pride, and of course, that $3,500 prize pool that we have. And, big thanks to our sponsors, of course, for that. And ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net for just killing it on that end and enabling us to, have these opportunities for our communities in VR Master League. Now, we got about 2 minutes left here. And forgetting Honey and Nut and Cheerios. Anything else you guys want to leave off with before we
You
start
need to work
getting
on your
Yes.
sign-offs. That's what we
Yes.
need to leave off with.
Yes.
Our cameraman just signed off, and then brought us back into the action.
Oh,
I
Let's wrap
did
it up and get
I
ready
just,
for
want
the
to say, I
action.
just want to say, Choco Lid did send me a DM and he said, anything for you, Dimwi. They're going all the way, guys. I'm calling it.
And what are you talking about? My time? You remember the clip yesterday? I do it again. You just watch. We'll time it. I got the timing on point. This is gonna go horribly. I should have said that. But in any case, fine. We will sign off here though. Tune in next 11 minutes, 12 minutes from now. We're gonna start separating off. Once again, on this channel will be Wireless Jacks facing off against Instinct, and at minimum, we are definitely gonna get the winners of the matches in these other brackets that we could not cast. Zero and Anomaly are facing off. Wrath and Creamy Milk are facing off. So the winners of those 2 matches, that match will be cast at the top of this hour. So we'll have options for you, big things on the line. And that said, it's about time. So until then, join us in Palidore. That's NightFiree, SirDimwi. So much for Salty, Strembitsky, and Swift will also be casting and camming along, as well as possibly Mini Hats. So anyone who's tuning in or contributing, thank you for that. We will be right back around the corner.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a oh man, this is an exciting matchup here. Instinct versus Wireless Jax. I'm SirDimwi, joined by Strembitsky Alfredo. There's so much for subtlety on the cameras. Predatory Pasta, how you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling okay. You know, I'm nervous for both these teams. You know, we've got Instinct, who is absolutely capable of getting first place of this tournament. We've also got Wireless Jax in the same boat. I said it before, I said it yesterday, I said it today, I'll say it again. Instinct is very, very inconsistent with how they show up on any given day, but they definitely do have one of the highest skill, what's the word? I should say highest, not the highest skill floor, but they can play better than any other team on any other given day. But anyways, we're starting off. Let's see what they can do.
So both teams are launching out here. Will be Instinct getting a headbutt joust, but it's go right there in the hands of Blitz. So it goes right to Blitz, a beautiful headbutt into the hands of Blitz. Blitz now on the near side wall. Conor Chaos applying some pressure. Gonna get that pass across there to Venom. Venom, the famous Venom. Yes, that is the real Venom there on the far side. Gonna slow this, keep this pace slow here. Jax like to play at that slower pace. You know, it's that considerate passing. I'm forgetting words right now, but it's very deliberate pass, deliberate plays, deliberate setups. And look at that, they get in. That pass not quite to Venom, just out of reach. Blitz trying to track this loose disc down, can't get there. Ender gets there, gets a slap on it as he gets stunned out. It's gonna find its way into that far side too.
Connemara now trying to fight that loose disc, but Gilligan does stun him out. We've got Gilligan now looking for a pass, but he gets stunned out by Ender, who's hiding behind the Merc block there. Ender now looking forward for his pass. He's got a pass on the floor in front. He's going to pass to Connemara across. He's got a 1v1, and he is going to take it. It looks like Will might have gotten a hand or a head on that. It was counted as a self-goal, but either way, that will be 2 points for Instinct. 2-0 to start off this first round of the NA Challenger Cup.
Yeah, you know Will's not happy after that one, but a goal is a goal, and Instinct is gonna go up 2-0. So 8:38 on the clock as we launch out the tubes here. Will I am gonna handle that one there. Will I am gonna send this one to the left side tube there. Hitting Venom. Venom under assault by that chain. Does get that pass across to Gilligan. Gilligan now waiting to see how the defense develops. Look for a cross pass. Goes back to Venom here. Venom gonna reset to Will I am. Will I am now moving up. Gonna send this one up to the ceiling there to Blitz. Blitz trying to go across to Gilligan. Off target. Gilligan does track it down. Opportunity here. Cross to Venom. But what a read there by Cruzen. No surprise. Cruzen, one of the best goalies in the league. As Blitz is going to handle this one. Send this one across. Does find Will I am. Look for another opportunity here for Jax. Over to Blitz. Blitz. Oh! That one caught by Ender. As an I Hate You comes out and comms. And this one gets sent to 2.
Connemara now with the disc tries to get the pass forward, followed by a slap clear. It actually was nearly on target. That would have been absolutely insane, but of course it does not make it in. It's now stuck near the trap block. Loose disc. Venom's gonna get it. Slap pass back to goal where Will and Gilligan are waiting and chained. The only person who got speed was Gilligan, but he opts to stay open for blitz. Will goes to the tunnel and gets open, gets the pass. Kavichi now gets stunned by Venom. Looks like Will and Venom are just gonna be moving upfield here together. He's got a forward pass below goal now. Blitz has made it there, makes the cross pass to Venom, who then passes it back to Gilligan, who's on double. He flies forward here, looking at his options. He's got a pass on the left, pass on the bottom, and pass on the right. Everybody, it looks kind of open, but not open enough to really do anything. Gilligan's just biding his time, just hanging out, looking to see what he can do, realizing now that he is actually the most open. He's just going to take the shot. Really, really good discipline, good timing. Everything there was good. Good decision-making by Gilligan, and also good placement on that shot, tying it up 2-2 for Wireless Jacks.
Yeah, it was fantastic placement. Puts it right at the feet of Cruz in there as both defenders come in, converging on him. And he said, yeah, the timing was perfect there. He had just enough space to send that one in, and now it's going to be Instinct coming out here with the shelf advantage. Cruz and handling it, keeping that Jack's pace right now. Kind of playing it slow. Both teams. Neither of these teams really known as super quick. I mean, Jacks have one of the faster stacks in the league, in the league, and we see the effectiveness of it there, right? The effect. Why can't I talk? I can't get the sentence out. But yeah, the effectiveness of it we saw in that moment. But
Ender!
Sending it over to Kavichi. Go ahead.
Now Connemara with the disc. Passes it back to Cruzen. Cruzen now looking at what he can do. He's got bottom left pass on the L block that looks wide open. It's now covered. Cruzen decides to pass to the ceiling where Ender is inverted and makes the backboard shot, and it does get past the goalies. That is now 4-2 for Instinct.
Yeah, you cannot let Ender set up like that on the ceiling. You just can't do that. That's his perch. That's his spot. When you see Ender, there's a couple players I know Lemming was one of them. I know Palidore is thinking about Lemming right now as I'm talking about it. Ender is one of those. That's his spot up there. And mishandled there, but Gilligan going to get that one across there to blitz. Kind of now, I can't remember words today. Strem.
Yeah, so the Wireless Jacks there had a really good, unique offense. A lot of short passes, definitely staying tight, staying close to each other. But unfortunately, it looks like they actually choked themselves and they turned it over. But now we've got Venom with the disc. Somehow they have made it downfield. Venom looking for that cross pass all the way to Will. Will has got to pass forward near the Nest, but Nest is now covered. He opts to pass back to double. And now that pass goes all the way through, but Venom is covered, passes the shield, and Gilligan's ready, and the goalie jumps out, and Gilligan's able to find his way past Cruzen. Really good play there by Nova. Wireless Jacks.
To be fair, what the viewers cannot see is Wireless Jacks still register as Team Nova when they go in, because the only player on their team that has a name set up in the game is Venom, and it's left over from when he was on Nova. So that's where that comes from. It's not on the blue. He didn't just pull that out. But what I liked about Gilligan's shot is when he brought it down low, goalie read high. Goalie was seeing the hook shot coming, so he threw his hands up, and Gilligan took advantage of that. But now it's going to be Gilligan trying to that's Blitz over there trying to track that one down. No, it is Gilligan. And Gilligan going to send that one back to will.i.am for a good reset there. Tie game, 4 minutes still on the clock here. This one trying to get it through that left side tube, though. Blitz going to get stunned out. Connemara Chaos going to no-look send this one back, although I'm wondering if maybe that was a mishandle or even a miscommunication. So it's back in the hands of Wireless Jacks here. Nice give and go. Gilligan going to slap this one forward. Blitz going to track that one down under pressure. Connemara going to send this one down. That's it. Venom also under pressure. I mean, the pressure from Instinct, they're not letting up here. They're forcing Wireless Jacks to make these mistakes, and they're capitalizing on them as Ender. That time as Blitz picks the pocket of Ender right back in the hands of Cruz onto the back line. Cruz is sending this one back in, going to get a flat bounce off the back wall. That's not good for Jacks. It's Ender picking it up, and he doesn't take the shot. Going to send this one over to Connemara. Connemara is going to pull Gilligan out of the goal, and he is going to send that one in for the 2. Instinct going to take a 2-point lead.
That was a really nice looking sequence of events there. A lot of nice intercepts, nice, very, very close clears, and yeah, just chaotic but clean in the same sort of way. But now we've got Wireless Jacks popping off here with the offensive joust, getting all the way downfield. They haven't made, this is actually looking really good for Blitz. For Wireless Jacks, they've gotten the defense all the way pulled back, and now they have all the space they possibly need to pull out a defender. Ender's actually gone. This is now a 3v4. If they take this now, Unfortunately, they were not quick enough. Now Ender's already back, so they need to slow down again, pull another defender. And Ender's actually being pulled again. Ender's pulled again, but now Will's punched out, and Kavichi is going to be able to get the disc and clear it out. Wireless Jack's just not able to find the open passes there.
And Kavichi, you know, he's one of those players. He was always a goalie I looked up to. And then when they picked up Cruzen, Cruzen took over that position, and Kavichi has transitioned into that defensive mid role, walking in with Ender as he sends it over to Ender. Ender's going to send that one in at top corner pocket, good for 2. And Instinct is going to take a 4-point lead here with 2:20 remaining on the clock.
You know, perhaps Ender there playing into his image. You know, I feel like the Will there in goal was definitely thinking an anchor shot or maybe a wrist flick 3 was coming in, but it was just a little fake followed by a top pocket shot. Really good by Ender, not doing what he's known for, and actually might. But anyways, I gotta skip ahead and pass that because Gilligan just lost the disc and got it back himself, and now Gilligan's got the disc again, passes it to Blitz. A lot of messy chains happening, a lot of messy brawling happening, but he's got a cross pass. Gilligan's got a 1v1, but unfortunately the pass was just a little bit too far behind. Now we've got will.i.am and Gilligan both trying to fight for the disc, but the disc is going to get cleared all the way down by Instinct. It's going to be a boosting race here. It looks like Wireless Jax is going to get there first. Venom's going to have to take his time, look at his passes. He's got 2 passes on the left and 1 in the middle. He's going to have to look for a cross pass. The pass forward in tunnel does look a little bit covered. Not anymore, but unfortunately Ender's in the way and he gets the steal, but Blitz does not let him take advantage of that, stuns him out, tries to make a pass to his teammates, bounces off some Geo and is loose, but they do recover it. Gilligan now passing down to Venom. Venom's got a 1v1 with Cruzen and goes for the backboard shot, and he does succeed. So that is 8. That is now 8-6 for Instinct. A 1 possession game. Very, very close with just a minute left.
That was such a Venom shot. I've played with Venom a lot, and I know that was a sneaky shot there by Venom. He held it in his left hand like he was going to bring it in on the left side on the front side of the goal. That brought Cruzen out the moment Cruzen bit. I'm talking the 100th of a second that Cruzen started moving. Venom put it into his right hand, sent it off the backboard. That was a beautiful shot from Venom. And cross pass doesn't take. Although nobody there to intercept. A lot of stuns going out in the backfield. Jacks are caught back, but Ender is going to get stunned out there by Venom. Venom forcing his turnover. We got 28 seconds. Jacks down by 2. Venom sending this one up to the far side tube to Blitz. Blitz moving in, has a lane. Doesn't want to take a shot. Isn't going to risk it as that goalie was right nearby. He's going to send this one back. 18 seconds. It's Venom. Venom moving in on the back line. Going to send this one up to will.i.am. will.i.am is Blitz cutting in. Cutting over to Blitz. Oh, Blitz is going to get stunned. Disc is loose. It's in the hands of Gilligan. We're going to overtime in round 1.
Oh my goodness, that was disgusting. That was actually disgusting. I can't believe that. The shot, the pass to Blitz and the shot, Blitz tried to slap it. He did not take his time. He tried to slap it and the stun still stopped them in time. The disc was loose and Gilligan got it, and Gilligan opts to not take a panic shot. He has almost no space to work with, but he still finds the pass in front of the goal. Back to Blitz, who then slaps it in. Really, really good play. Now we've got a joust here in overtime for the first round. This is nuts.
2 minutes on the clock. Teams are tied 8-8. We are in sudden death overtime. The Wireless Jacks aren't going to get a slap on that disc, but they get stunned out as they do. This one's going to get cleared back into their zone. Well, that chain is right back there. Venom and Gilligan stacked up there. Venom sending this one up there to Blitz. Venom and Gilligan are both going to streak in. Venom taking that pass from Blitz. Venom coming into the bubble, looking to press in. They got all 4 players around the bubble. Moving in, sending it across. It's will.i.am. will.i.am going behind the goal. Just out of reach of Gilligan. This one's going to end up out. Venom with a great leash there. Picks that one up, pulls 2 defenders with him, sends it cross side, but that chain is going to pick that one up. Instinct is there to pick it up, send it out. Minute 24 on the clock.
will.i.am with the leech there. This is crucial. Will is in goal. He got in goal so fast. The disc is loose now. People are fighting over it all over the place. It's incredibly chaotic. Everyone's trying to get a boost together, but it's not really working out. Instinct does get a boost together, but they're not together anymore. Only one guy is downfield, it looks like. Perhaps trying to make a bounce pass to his teammate. It does end up in the hands of Blitz. Blitz passes it forward to Will. Will is looking at his options, decides to pass back. They've got a lot of time here. There's only a minute left in overtime. They just need 1 goal. Gilligan now looking at what he can do. He's got cross passes. He's got a pass on the ceiling, but he gets stunned up by Ender. Ender is too fast. No. Ender's going to have it, and he's going to be trying to take this shot. There's no way he doesn't try to take this. He looks like he goes a little bit too high. Even so, Blitz and Gilligan are waiting there with the chain. They're going to have 1 more opportunity here. They go for the clear and boost, and they actually get so... Oh, no.
Wow. All right.
That is incredibly unfortunate that it had to happen that way. At this point, I believe that is going to be Wireless Jacks taking that. I don't think that, like, while the leg definitely affected what we saw, I don't think the leg had anything to do with if the goal was going to get made. The goalie was not ready. Instinct was out of position, and the disc was directly in the hands of Jax. They had the open goal, and if he made the shot, even with that leg, he still made the shot. So it is very, very unfortunate that it had to happen like that, but I don't think ultimately it really affected the results. So gotta feel good as Jax. Of course, it gotta hurt a little bit as Instinct there, but you know, what can you do? Like, that's the way it is.
And I hesitate to even point out but I did already point it out in the chat, so I'll point it out on the stream as well. This is the server that Instinct wanted. There's almost a, I don't want to call it irony, because that almost seems unfair, but there is something. It's almost something to it. This is the server they preferred over Chicago, and that game gets decided by that. It's unfortunate, but that was I mean, a goal's a goal, a win's a win, and and I see some comments in chat. That's the nature of playing games over the internet. I mean,
all I know,
the way it is.
All I know is that Instinct did not get a hand on that loose disc near the bubble. The Wireless Jax cleared it and they boosted. They got the boost down. The disc was loose. Instinct overshot it and missed and were out of position and not in goal. So that shot is gonna go in unless Wireless Jax misses the disc as well. And I thought that they did miss, but as we saw of what actually happened, the leg made it look like they missed, but they did get the disc. They did get the shot on the open goal with no defender. So I don't see a future where these teams decide to replay overtime. I don't think that is the right play, but of course it really just comes down to the teams and their agreement. I don't know why there's a restart. Maybe they restarted to talk about this.
I haven't heard any discussion. In all honesty, I think this may just be a cooler timeout. One of those that, you know, it's something, you know, I used to push a lot harder in the preseason, season one, and I've heard Palidore pushing it also lately as well. As you know, if you need to take 5 between rounds,
you can. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think honestly, the fact that Jax are the ones not readying up, I think they just went ahead and took it because it's something. Venom maybe Venom's influence there is. When we were on Novo, we used to talk about that. We started doing it ourselves because, there'd be games where you just have that one round and you just get in your head and you need a minute. I literally walked outside once in the middle of a game for 5 minutes and just breathed fresh air.
I actually told that story on Cast, and you told me that, and I repeated it on Cast. But anyways, we do have round 2 popping off here. Off the joust, let's see who wins. Looks like Wireless Jax is going to take it pretty convincingly. Instinct just not even attempting to go for it, staying back. I don't know if it was a botched joust or maybe that's just part of their strategy, but either way, Blitz now with the disc looking forward. There's no really open passes in the bubble. He tries to make the pass to Perch, but unfortunately his teammate left before the pass could connect, and now a clear gets all the way down for Instinct. It's going to be a race to the disc, and it looks like Connemara is going to have it, but there's people in goal as well as a pass to backboard, and he gets stunned. Really good defense by Blitz. I actually love seeing that. That is huge.
Absolutely huge. And Gilligan now handling this one. Gilligan going to send it back to Blitz there. And Blitz handling it on the back line. Going to send that one across to Venom. And Wireless Jack's disc movement is really phenomenal. It's really improved. Well, I wouldn't say it's so much improved, although incidental headbutt there by Blitz. Not that the intention hasn't improved. I mean, they've always had the intention for these this style of passing, but it was always that 13th pass that got in the way, and they have cleaned that up over this last season. They look so much sharper lately. Although it's going to be turnover. Connemara looking for a bounce shot. Is it going to have the trajectory? It does. Ooh. That is a shot. That was intended as a shot. It went in as a shot. Connemara Chaos with a 3-point there, 38 meters from the tube on the floor.
Jax was looking really, really good on that rally. They had open passes. They were doing everything right. Just one missed pass followed by a boost that got stunned out, and they were not able to defend that shot. And of course, Connemara will make those when he takes them. Anyways, we got Blitz now. Oh, with a late sneak by Kavici, really close on that intercept. Will and Blitz are not able to stay together. Will is going to take his small amount of speed all the way down. It's up to the rest of Wireless Jax to stop the rest of the boost, and Cruzen is going to get there first, just barely. Gilligan now with the disc. I don't know if that was a headbutt or a back pass, but it did not connect. And now Venom now with the disc, looking at what he can do, passes it into the tunnel, even though everyone's covered. Blitz now, another headbutt goes to the other side, I believe. And now the disc is loose at the top. Will's going to get it, but Will's covered. Will gets stunned out. Now the disc is loose still. Gilligan gets stunned out. Now it's in the hands of Ender, who dodges the defender and gets it all the way down. Clears it off the ceiling. That actually might be a shot. It goes in.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't. It's you know, if you can't beat a defense, don't play the defense. I don't know what else to say about it. That's 2 in a row there. That are just the first one, you know, you knew on the shot it was going in, and that's Ender. You know, he intended for that to go in as well. Those are both intentional shots from both those guys. Now we can talk about intentions versus expectation. Conor has a good grab, but doesn't only amounts as a disruption, not a turnover. As Gilligan handling that one, going to cross this one over to Venom. Venom moving in, going to go back to Gil. Gil coming in, get it. Oh,
nice.
Shot off the backboard. Oh, I thought he was going back to Venom. I think the goalie did too. Goalie expected.
Yeah, the goalie was not ready for a backboard, and Cruzen is usually so good about saving those, provided he is expecting it. But yeah, Gilligan just really reading what the goalie's ready for and making a really good shot. And now that's only a 4-point difference now between these two teams. Cruzen with a unreal self pass, passes it back to Ender. Ender gets a stall. There's an open goal. It's gonna be
Venom with the recovery coming back in, taking a shot at it. So not a 3, but a 2, and Jacks are back within 2 here. 6.5 to go in round 2. Lots of 2s.
Man, and I can only imagine how Ender is feeling after that. You know, getting stuffed, and then watching a 3 attempt, and then the recovery he's still not able to get. And then yeah, Wireless Jacks now bringing it to a 1-possession game. Instinct is on offense now. Cruzen looking at what he can do, hanging out on Nest, just passes to short block. Ender looking at what he can do. The chain is near him. They're just passing around it. Ender does do a really good job of breaking it up, though. That is going to open up so much space here for Connemara to take the disc up for free. He doesn't need to pass. He might actually take the disc all the way to the bubble and just shoot it.
That's exactly what he's doing. And the stop by will.i.am on the Connemara twirl. Connemara coming in, doing his twirl. It's a little bit different than a whirling twirl. Venom, empty goal opportunity, sends it in. He's gonna hit it for the 3. After up by 1 here halfway through. Wow. What a game.
I can assure you, Instinct is shaking in their boots right now. This is the elimination game right now. I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is not double elimination. This is single elimination right now. Instinct is facing the end of their season right now to Wireless Jacks, and Wireless is just playing so well right now with their chain, with their defense, everything. Look at Blitz there, almost intercepting the pass, just barely getting unlucky, but getting the block in Connemara as well. Unfortunately, Ender is there with the steal, passes it up to Kavici. Kavici's got a 1v1 with Will here. Oh! That jump out was perfect. Kavici was not looking at the goalie. He was looking at his pass, and Will jumped out. That was so close.
How smooth Kavici was when he looked right back around. It almost looked like it was a bait.
Yeah, it could very well could have been.
I don't think it actually was, but it totally looks like it could have been. I mean, that was a great goal there by Kavici.
Oh, Will, did you see that? Will just with an aggressive swing, he faked the pass on the QB, and it actually looked like it might have, you know, caught Instinct off guard, but now they do find a way into the bubble and take another 2-point shot. So that's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Still a 1-possession game, just 3 points, and I have no idea which way this is going to go.
Yeah, and this is just a reminder, Wireless Jacks was the team last season that pulled the upsets to get into the finals bracket. Well, it was a close qualifier last season. It'll be the finals this season if they can do it again. But it's going to be Blitz handling that one, sending it down there to Venom. Venom sending this one in deep. Going to hit Gilligan. Gilligan going right back across. Going to hit Blitz. Blitz under pressure. Going to go back to Venom. This passing is just...
This passing,
dude. It's playing so aggressive, but they cannot keep up with it. As long as the passes are good, they're way too quick. They're way too... the positioning is phenomenal. Blitz coming in. Blitz looking for Venom. Just out of reach. will.i.am trying to track this one down. will.i.am under pressure by Ender's got to get away with that one. Pass over to Blitz. Can't handle it. Gets it back off the rebound. Gets stunned out, but that one gets sent further into the bubble. Slapped out of the bubble now. Back to this near side trap. Back to that the pyramids here. And it's going to bounce all the way to mid. A couple chains never shooting. The backup chain there. Connemara with it. Connemara going to send this one into Cruzen. Cruzen now. Making some space. Looking to go across to Kavici. Couldn't handle it. will.i.am will get the slap on that, send it out. out of the bubble and back into the trap.
Ender now with the disc inverted, makes the pass to Connemara, who's also inverted. Connemara looking to maybe just enter this bubble solo. He's got a pass on the backboard that he does choose to make, and Cruisin will put that in. It's now a 5-point difference here, 12-7 for Instinct. We still have a lot of time. This game is nowhere near over.
See what happened there. Will.i.am was holding that shield. He was under pressure by I believe that was Kavichi. And as that pass went off from Connemara, Will Red shot, and that's when he released his shield. That's when he got stunned out, and that was perfect timing for that stun, for that shot to go in. So that's going to be a 5-point lead currently to Instinct, but Jackson possession. The Blitz going to get stunned out since that went into the tube. Venom trying to get there, does. Under assault, though, he's going to get stunned out by Ender. Ender looking at an empty net, going to take that shot. Is he going to hit it? No, it's going to hit the barrier, bounce right back out. It's going to be Venom handling this one. 2:23 on the clock. Venom's going to send that one across. Looking to go to Blitz, but it bounces. That's not a favorable bounce. Blitz does pick it back up. Thought he was under more pressure than he was. Goes for kind of a Hail Mary, just a scoop. And Gilligan going to get stunned out there by Kavichi as that one gets set back across. Going to find its way into this tube here with that stack for Jax to pick it up. That's Blitz now with it. Blitz moving through the tube here. Jax back in possession here. This is a clean possession at the moment. Going to go ahead and send that one up. Looking for Will.i.am, but the pass not on. Going to go all the way across. Gilligan try to track it down. Gilligan gets there. Does juke out the defenders. Going to get this reset one more time here. 2 Blitz on the back lines. It's still 1:46 on the clock. Will.i.am with it. Will.i.am over to Blitz. Jax is still down by 5. Blitz over to Venom. Venom across to Will. Will going down to Blitz. Blitz bringing it in. Blitz going to hit it. And Jax are back within 3 with 1.5 to go.
You know, I could just tell by Gilligan's body language there was a time where Gilligan got the loose disc while being pressured by 2 defenders. Even though he was that pressured, he got the disc, he juked a little bit, and you could just see how slowly and calculated he was, just trying to slow his team down. And sure enough, immediately after I noticed that, there's about 6 passes, all really calm, calculated, perfect, penetrated that bubble and got the 2-pointer. Now it's only a 3-point game here. It's anybody's game still. It's a minute left. It looks like Instinct is trying to play super slow, just play for time here. They make a pass all the way forward through to Cruisin. Cruisin makes the big cross pass to Kavichi. Kavichi's looking at his options. He was thinking of perhaps ducking. He opts for the back pass, and it is the right option. Followed by another back pass to Cruisin here.
Sorry to not interrupt, but he thought about ducking until he saw the name. That was Gilligan coming forward. He knew not to try to duck on Gilligan. Connemara pulling the twirl, going to bring it in. That's a 5-point lead to Instinct. That is insurmountable. Instinct's going to take round 2. We're going to round 3.
Wow, what a game. Honestly, it really is just coming down to missed passes. I think that both of these teams have the skill to pass around the other. It's just a matter of if they're able to connect them, especially under the pressure that each team's providing right now. All we can really hope for is that Wireless Jax will find a good amount of momentum here, maybe get a score in these last few seconds, but it looks like Instinct is actually going to find possession, clear it all the way down. It's going to bounce straight back into the hands of Will, who's going to slap it out. So the final scoreline will be 14-9, only a 2-possession game. That's 5 points there. Really, it's a really, really good game. Honestly, good rounds. I'm excited that we're in a round 3, and hopefully we can bring it back to Palidore here with some post-match analysis.
Yeah, what a crazy match this has been. Okay, full credit first of all to Instinct for coming back after that tough loss. Now, that's not to take any credit from Wireless Jax. As you said, it was interesting situation, not the ideal, but those are the things that could really make or break a team. Even in a normal situation, a normal match or scrim, those kind of things, regardless of the circumstances, that's going to get you down. Didn't get Instinct down. You know how they started off? With those 2 hot shots from the mid-court. You had Connemara with one. You had Ender with one. The defense was around them. There was all kinds of Geo in the way. They hit him. Got off to a fast start. That's when Wireless Jax, they clapped back. They hit 2 or 3 shots there in a row to start making a comeback. But then in the mid-round, I feel like for Wireless Jax, things started getting lost a little bit. In terms of some of the passes weren't quite connecting, some of the stacks not quite connecting the same way. Ender did a good job on a few different occasions in the middle of that match to really just stall out the Wireless Jax stacks. There was an occasion too in the latter half. You had Wireless Jax, 2 occasions in fact, where they let 2 or 3 players out in a stack to chase a loose disc. Instead, Instinct got it back, and as a result, they immediately passed it towards the bubble where they had 2 or 3 players waiting for essentially a walk-in goal on the goalie. And that's the difference maker as we go here to the next final round, actually. Back to you guys.
Connemara. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No. So we got Ender here with the disc. All right. Ender's got the disc looking for a back pass to Kavichi. Looked like he was moving. He actually might have barely missed, but he did not. He did connect. Pass back to Ender. Ender now looking at the entry, and he does get the three-pointer that he is known for. There's way too many people in goal attempting to stun Will there. Really good play, good communication, and good positioning by Instinct.
Yeah, you heard some yelling around the goal there. Somebody taking exception to some stuns going out. And yeah, and unfortunately, that's too many bodies in the goal. That gives way too much advantage to a shooter. So that's 3 points there to Instinct to take the lead here in round 3. Now that pass, will.i.am is going to get stunned out there by Ender. Ender turning around, has a lane, going to take a shot. It's going to hit the nest, does recover it. Still another lane, second opportunity. You cannot give him 2. You cannot. Oh, Gil again. Was that Gil? I can't tell. I think that was Gil making that stop. That was amazing. Gil with another grab there. That was a pass intended for Connemara Cass. He's going to get this one cleared out all the way down to Instinct zone. It's going to be a chain race here for Instinct. We'll get there first. Well, the bounce not favorable. They do pick it up. They're going to clear it back. Try to set it back in for another opportunity here.
Looks like Wireless Jax is just having a hard time finding the regrabs that they need to be. They're staying together. They're just not finding the speed that they need to keep up with the Instinct offense here. Instinct now passing a big cross pass to Cruz and followed by a cross pass to the ceiling. Ender might try to go for this, but he cannot. Gilligan with a really good steal, followed by the clear. It will get all the way through. Venom now with a little bit of speed, but he gives a leech to Kavichi. Kavichi now is going to try to get the disc, but he gets stunned out by Blitz and Gilligan. Gilligan now get it stolen from Ender. Ender's going to be looking for the pass. Connemara now facing a 1v1 on Will, but the chain is too fast, and Connemara gets stunned out, but it's in the hands of Ender again. Ender gets the Ender. Ender gets the Ender. Let's go.
Not only does he get the Ender, but who did he get it on? Was that will.i.am? Believe he got it on will.i.am, which left 2 non-goalies in the goal, and neither of them stayed in as Ender came in on that shot. There was no one-on-one. They just cleared the way for him. He had an open shot at an empty goal there. That's going to be Instinct taking a 5-point lead here, 2.5 minutes in. That pass, once again, not good. Ender's going to pick that one up. Now looking for a shot here. Had a lane, but not really, so he's going to cross it over to Connemara. Connemara going to go ahead and reset here to the back line, although that reset pass not good. Blitz is going to intercept it. So turnover once again here. Wireless Jack's back in possession here. 7:20 still on the clock. This one's going to get sent into Gil. Gil has will.i.am to the far side. Has another player moving in. That's Venom. Goes ahead and resets it here to Blitz on the back line. Blitz now holding this one. Going to try to pull that defense out. Does get pass across to Will. Will pulling 2 defenders to him. Going over to Venom. Venom now going up to Blitz. Blitz coming in. Oh, the grab there by Ender. That was too many bodies in front. Went for a very ambitious shot. This one's going to clear all the way down. It might just have a good trajectory. No, will.i.am's going to get there first as well. Get this one cleared back out. Under 7 to go here as this one enters the Instinct zone.
The clear does get all the way out. It actually was dangerously close to being a goal, but Blitz with the slap three-pointer. Okay, that is huge. I don't think he gets a 3 unless he slaps it there.
Yep.
That is very crucial for Blitz. Very confident play by him. Really just probably goes to show how Wireless Jax is feeling. If they're still doing plays like that, you know, they're not playing over conservative. They're going for those. That's really, really good for the morale of Jax, but now cruising with the disc.
The cruising and across it there to Ender as that Chain feigns an attack on the goal on the quarterback and then gets stunned out. Chain is stuck. They have too many leeches. They cannot get back together. Ender's going to have a lot of time here. Chain is still stuck in the backfield. They're looking at a 3-on-2 here. If they get an opportunity, Connemara Cass. Connemara to Kavichi. Kavici's bringing it in for the 2. And Instinct's going to be back up by 4 here. 6 minutes to go.
Cruisin absolutely putting in work on that Venom and Gilligan chain, not letting them leave that entire rally. As soon as he got his hands on them, he never let them get back together and boost. Really, really good by Cruisin, and is a big factor as to why they scored there. But now we've got Wireless Jax perhaps trying a unique rollout here, doing the double chain QB, followed by a pass to a boost down. Will now with the disc. He's got a lot of space. He can go in on this. They have to score here. And they will, with the stun on Cruisin, and Will with the nice, easy, leisurely shot. And now it's 7-5 again in a 1-point possession. We got over half the game left. Dimwi, this is insane.
This is insane. I mean, Wireless Jax are not going to go out without a fight here, and they really want to silence some of the naysayers after that first round victory there. So Cruisin going to send this one over to Ender. Ender now on the ceiling, going to cross this one over to Connemara. Very patient here. They really want to stun out that chain. They are prioritizing that Jax chain. Instinct is absolutely prioritizing that chain. They realize that's the thing they have to shut down if they want to succeed here, if they want to get into the finals. So Kavichi here on the wall. Look, the patience here. They're going to force Jax to play their game, to play at their pace. They're baiting hard. A good stun, but a better pass. Cruisin coming in. Cruisin taking the shot. Look at that placement. Oh, Cruisin. You monster.
As we saw there, I think that's a good example of the dangers of using a chain defense when the opponent has their disc controlled on your side of the field. What we saw was Venom and Gilligan were chained trying to maybe get the disc loose, but they got stunned once, and that just meant that, you know, it was a free 1v1 for Instinct on the goalie, and that's exactly what happened. Anyways, now we've got Venom with the disc, passes it all the way into the bubble to Blitz, who immediately has to pass it back out. Will, it just narrowly dodges his hands. I don't think anybody else is there actually to get it other than Gilligan, who's got to stun Connemara, but Connemara does get the disc away. This actually could be a shot that could be perfect. Just
oh my goodness.
Off. And now Ender's going to pick it up. He's got a chance. Will is stunned, and Ender's just going to walk it in for the dunk. That is 11-5. Instinct is definitely feeling confident with this scoreline, but that does not mean that they're safe. Confidence is good, but it can also be your downfall.
Yeah, that was yeah, that was another goal there from Instinct. They're going to go up by 6 here, 3.5 minutes to go. Still not out of it as Wireless Jax. But Instinct is not a team who wants to start running up that score because they have that offense, man. With Connemara, Chaos, and Ender, two of the best strikers you're going to find in the game, they can really run up a score very, very quickly. And with a 6-point lead, they're already on their way to doing it. And that's how you're going to start that run up. Ender getting that steal. He picks a pocket, going to get this cleared out. The chain is getting down there. 2 chains getting there. Couple stuns. No. Pass up to Connemara. Has an empty goal. Going to bring it in. Oh, Connemara. Chaos just dinged the 2. That is unbelievable. That sounds like I'm giving him shade. It's not. That is just so uncharacteristic. And well, I am going to get that slap back towards mid. We're cruising to hold on to it.
Cruising with the disc now, looking at Kavichi. Kavichi crossing to Connemara. Connemara trying to get into the bubble, realizing it's too saturated. Passes back out to Cruisin. Cruisin now looking at what he can do. Passes back to Connemara. Connemara looking at Ender, who's cutting in, and Ender's got the freest goal of his life. Just catching it almost at the exact same time he dunks it in. Could have very well been a shot by Connemara, but yeah, really good play by Instinct, you know, taking their time. They know what they got to do. They're playing with a lead, and they look very, very comfortable, and they know how to play with this lead. So we got to see Wireless Jax come out with some aggression and really force something huge here.
Yeah, it's Venom going to take that one from Gil, trying to get it down to Blitz. Blitz not able to handle that as it hit the Geo. Now Blitz trying to leash. He gets a good leash there, forces a turnover, at least a disruption. Does get it, so it is a turnover. Blitz going to cross that one over to Will. Will now moving out on the bubble. Look for a cross pass. Hits Gil. Gil bringing it in. Nice soft shot. Going to send that one in. 13 meters a second. You don't always need speed. Sometimes you just need placement.
Yeah, that was really, really good placement there. You know, Cruisin was covering literally every other pocket except that one. Gilligan had to shoot against his momentum. Partial reason why the disc was, you know, only 13 meters per second because he shot against his own momentum. But anyways, we got Instinct now. This is a 6-point game. Will with the steal and gets the cross pass, unfortunately just narrowly missing. That would have been so crucial. Blitz now gets it stolen, but it's headbutted out. Will now with the disc passes to Blitz, who's got the, oh my goodness, Venom now looking at the shot.
Oh, no. Oh my God. Oh God.
That, okay, Gilligan, you're nuts. That is, how do you do that? He's actively fighting the goalies. There's 2 goalies. He's actively fighting them.
That was a Joker goal right there. The only team I've ever seen. Oh, you know, the only player I've actually ever seen do that? Strembitsky. I'm not even kidding. It was in my video. Not even joking. Strem, you're the only other player I've ever seen pull that off. Oh, Gil. Oh, shit, that was awesome. Kavichi now with it. 50 seconds, 4-point game. They have to score right now. Wireless Jax, they have to get possession here. This will be the ice. If Connemara can't, if anybody gets this one in, no. Missed pass. This is loose. It's going to be picked up by Will. Will turning it around. 38 seconds. They need to score right now, and then they need to get another one in 5 seconds. They're moving in on the goal here. They have to be quick. They have to be quick. Blitz. Oh, stuff by Ender. Ender's going to turn this one around as they're counting down as this one gets cleared out. Instinct is going to go. Instinct's going to take this game. That's
yeah, that clear will function as the killing blow to Wireless Jack's season. They put up an absolutely amazing fight here. Let's see if they can just shut it down with a final play for the audience. Let's see what Venom can do. He's got the pass in, he's passed out, and the stun, the defense was on it. And wow, honestly, an incredible game. regardless of the results, win or lose, both teams played so well. Instinct with the reverse sweep, just going against all odds in terms of, you know, just mental. And I really want to know what Palidore's got to say about it.
And
I was almost
okay.
speechless. What I had to say is wow. First of all, as we continue on these big matches, my heart continues to break for each team whose season ends. Well, for what they feel like prematurely, perhaps. I think Wireless Jacks there did a phenomenal job to really show, and you guys touched on it. They are legit. I don't know how many times. Same with Instinct. You know, the teams at this top level of Master League, and it is not a mistake when you see these teams taking games from each other and what you might consider traditional upsets. No, it happens sometimes, and that's not by mistake. Wireless Jacks, they gave it an absolute fight in that one, and it was just a couple small things. Had they gone differently, would have been the difference maker. I think in that round, Instinct, especially just watching some of the things they do, I got to give huge credit to Ender, massive in fact, because Ender was there in the very beginning of that round and all throughout especially, but he made some very important stack breakages right along with Cruisin as well. You guys I think noted it at the time. Both Cruisin and Ender all that round, and as well as the last couple rounds, they were doing so well against those Wireless Jacks defensive stacks. How many times have we seen across the last 10 months maybe just this Wireless Jacks team coming in these defensive jousts and absolutely causing havoc on team after team, getting steal after steal and goals off of that. They didn't get that against Instinct because they were working around. They were careful with their passes. They're careful with their rollouts. They were baiting in the stacks so that they can get the grab. It's too often you see teams, at newer, lower divisions or newer teams. I say this a lot. Actions per minute, right, Strem? And when you get to those occasions where you're rolling out and you're getting rid of the disc, you got to check around you. You got to maximize your time. First of all, don't get rid of the disc too early. Second of all, look for where the stacks are. Get rid of the disc, fine. Now it's out of your control. Go look for something to do. Instinct, we're always looking for something to do. And with that alone, it nullified one of Wireless Jacks' biggest advantages they have against the majority of teams they play. But yeah, that aside, won't get too much more on that tangent. That was an incredible match, super hyped, and you guys were hyping me up even more with those reactions. So fantastic stuff there from both these teams. But congratulations to Instincts for advancing, and congratulations to Wireless Jacks still for a very, very impressive showing.
Yeah, just looking at the stats here, we got Connemara, 7 points, 5 assists. Cruisin, 4 points, 1 assist, 2 saves. We should be expecting more from Cruisin, right? But wait, if we skip over to Ender, Ender's got 3 saves while also having 18 points. How is Cruisin going to make more saves that we expect him to make if Ender's doing it all? Ender's got 18 points, 3 assists, 3 saves, 5 steals, 57 stuns, 3.5 minutes of possession time. Ender just absolutely popped off. Of course, Kavichi, you can't forget, he's got 51 stuns of his own, 4 points, 4 assists as well. Instinct really doing a good job. You can see by the stun numbers how much they're doing to stop Wireless Jacks' chain. And then, of course, speaking of stuns, you can't forget Wireless Jacks themselves. I'll skip right first to Gilligan. He's got 10 points, 4 assists, 2 saves, 3 steals, and 79 stuns. That is insane to me. Of course, Blitz, 10 points, 1 assist. Venom, 7 points, 4 assists, 1 save. Will, 2 points, 2 assists, 3 saves. Everyone really, really putting in work this game. The stats are just really, really stacked for everybody in this entire game. But wow.
Wow is
wow
right.
is the right word. Wow, I'm just go ahead.
I would imagine you guys are floored. I mean, I could feel your guys' energy, and it was, frankly, it was getting in the way of me taking notes, because then I started getting hyped. I'm like a dog. I could feel the emotions, and oh yeah, my casters are happy. I'm happy. That was really fun to watch. On that notes, we're going on right ahead to more matches, and very important ones at that, because you know what? It's going to be Instinct moving on here to face off against Redshift. So Redshift did win out in 2 rounds versus Project Mayhem. That match going on. Looks like we're still perhaps awaiting the results of Wrath and Creamy Milk, but they will go on to face Zero for those that match there, which should be streamed, I do believe, by Swift and looks like Shepard potentially and Mini Hat. So we will have that match available on the normal channels there, VRML 1. Over here on Venues, we're also following this other qualifying match. And yeah, I mean, what happens next will determine what the finals look like next week. So with that said, just awaiting the arrival now of Redshift, and we'll be right back just around the corner. You guys stay tuned. Well, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League. And after what was an incredible match here, which is a very, very common theme this weekend in the Challenger Cups, we've got this significant matchup with Instinct versus Redshift. Now, I mentioned earlier in the pre-show when we were all kind of discussing on the panel, right? Redshift low-key being one of those teams that could be a dark horse in this cup. And Instinct, obviously the favorites here coming into this cup yesterday, the #1 seeded team among them all. And with that said, I still feel like with everything we've seen this weekend, and there have been multiple upsets at times, it could be the same case here. But both these teams coming off of some great victories. And with that said, on the casting booth, I'm Palidore, being joined by SirDimwi. Strem will be on analysis. So much for subtlety on the cams. And tell me, Dimwi, how's this one gonna go, you think?
Arg, that one's theirs for swag. This one's gonna be really good. This is well, yeah, it's gonna be really good. Now, Redshift is this team. You know, this it's gonna be good. I mean, Redshift is they're such a great team. The things I've been hearing about them, the things I hear about them, the things that happen behind the scenes, the way they support each other, how much they've grown as players and individuals, how much work they put in. I mean, these guys work hard, but everybody at this level works hard, and that's what you got to do to get here. So we will be starting off here in round one. Instinct is going to be on the left here in orange. Kavichi, Conor, Chaos, Ender, Cruising, and Redshift there on the right. Zux, Jiggy, Supreme, Kaznas in blue as we get started.
All right, so off on this launch we go. Jiggy with the disc, sending it over to that left side, just missing the hands of Supreme. Cruising coming through with a bit of an ender move, at least an attempt, and a second one, in fact, does get a punch boost as it will be recovered here by Kaznaz. And unless I'm mistaken, Kaz, a substitute coming in here into Redshift. Indeed, an interesting situation unfolding, even more so the fact that they won versus Project Mayhem, so that's a story of itself to follow.
Yeah, and Kaz in for Andy W. If anybody knows Andy, they know you know what kind of talent they're missing on their front line. Not to say, but Kaz is a phenomenal player.
Andy's over on Zero. He's competing right now.
I did it again. Oh, I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
Okay, well, I'll see you over there. No, yeah, Andy, this was a topic yesterday as well. Andy, playing for Redshift for a couple weeks, and then just a few weeks back, he left for Zero, and is now competing for his playoff berth along with the rest of his team there. That said, that shot going out kind of forced by the hands of Kavichi with a stun on Kaznaz, so that's going to be an easy grab out as the clear goes right through left. And, oh no. Oh no!
Oh my.
Right through left, through center of goal. Connemara, he does it again. That's 2 matches in a row. We've seen these long flings with those kind of results. He is incredible.
Yeah, that's Connemara Chaos. I mean,
Yep.
There's a reason I get so excited when he's carrying the disc. Him and Ender are two. I'll say it again. I said it last game. I'll say it again. 2 of the best strikers in the game, hands down. I mean, you know, there's a reason Ender's pulling 18 points and 3 saves last game. Conor Chaos with it once again, sending it up to Ender. Ender there, they're looking at a 2-on-3. Excuse me, that's a 3-on-3. I didn't see Kavichi on the floor there. Kavichi now with it. Kavichi going up to Ender as Ender got wide open. You can't do that with Ender. You cannot leave your coverage like that when you're covering Ender. He's yeah. Oh, you know what? No, that was they had the goalie, and you know I'm being too hard. That was just well played there by Instinct on the way in. They're gonna go up by 5 now.
Yeah, and well, talking about strong offensive players, same here for Redshift. The thing is, a lot of offensively talented players, strikers here, with Kaznaz in the mix for this match. It's interesting because, I mean, he's more than capable, much like any player at this level of offense and striking, but Kaznaz is also a very good defender, goalkeeper, so let's see how that plays out here as the stacks come through. The overshoot, though, as Kavichi tries to collect it, but instead it will be just a behind-the-back fling from Supreme, and that actually might have connected had some comms gone through, or actually could have been, nope, still involved. I thought there might have been a disconnect, but Zucks just influx there at the bottom of the floor, now looking for their stacks to try and collect this disc, and they do, but the stun being delivered, it's Kanamara. I'm feeling like they might be in trouble had it not been for that stat.
Yeah, that was I don't know if that was going in, but it was going very near to in. Supreme trying to clear that one out, hits the lip of the tube. Kavichi there with a good tap back there to Ender. Ender's gonna send this one all the way back to Cruiser. Pulls that chain and that defender all the way out. Well, you're looking at a 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Conor Chaos, no trouble. Sends it in for the 2. Instinct's gonna go up by 7.
All right, well, Instinct, right where they left off. I mean, you got to wonder in intense situations, and like that last match versus Wireless Jacks, you had 3 rounds, you had overtimes, and all things considered, fairly high scoring, a double-digit match for both teams, I believe, in all 3 of those rounds. So, in other words, they've been expending some energy here in these high-pressure situations, and so far, though, Instinct, they are off to a fantastic start, and will be Redshift still trying to explore and scour for their first few points.
Oh, and a good stun there by Jiggy. He's going to get that one turned over. Stolen from Connemara, trying to send that one over across cat on the back line, setting this one up. Going to hit Zucks. Zucks now with it. Zucks moving in. Zucks going to send that one behind the goal to Jiggy. Jiggy's going to bring that one in. Wastes no time at all. Brings it in for the 2, and that's Redshift's first goal on the board here. Just over 4 minutes in, they're going to cut that Instinct lead down to 5.
You might had you doing the robot there briefly, but we caught the tail end of that for sure. Hopefully it wasn't a common theme. Otherwise, we got some backup underway. But that said, we'll have Cruz in there getting the disc as Ender just takes it over there, just playing it patiently. This is actually the same kind of rollout they were exploring versus Wireless Jack several times in that last match, right? Where they play that triangle in the back line, and they kind of wait to see what the defense does. And if they react with a stack, well, they're there to break it up. So I like that being shown from Instinct.
And now Ender with it, sending this one in, gonna hit Connemara Chaos. Connemara Chaos crossing it over to Kavichi. Kavichi! Oh, that placement there. That one, yeah, he came in low. He brought it out like he was gonna sidearm it, and I think that's what threw the goalie off, because as he threw it, he took that from a sidearm to just a full-on vertical throw, over the top, and that allowed him to set it up high there. Goalie was not ready for it. Instinct back up by 7 now.
It's those little moves, right? When you can pull those off against the goalie, brief hesitations, things like that, that's going to buy you some more opportunities at points. Maybe even this defense here, the stack's coming through hot with a lot of stuns in the midfield. There comes a fast stack. It sucks with that disc and just sending it immediately through the tunnel, knowing that there wasn't much time to spare. Now, like a boost off one of the players in the tunnel, does get the disc back, has some cutters at the ready, so goes to the backboard and trying to anchor it home. It's Supreme from that classic spot on that anchor shot.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm the only one going robot right now. As
oh,
you went
no.
there for a moment as well. So that's gonna be a.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entering the arena.
All right, so I hope this is better. That said, let's go to this next round. We were just making a quick switch, folks, so assuming things are okay on your end, and they'll be okay on ours.
But now it's Kavici handling it here for Instinct. Going to send this one through mid. Doesn't get through. Going to be handled now by Kaz. We're back within 5 is Redshift. As Zuck's going to handle it here. Zuck's going over that cloud block under pressure there. Ducks Ender moving in. Really wants to go. He's going to get it. He sends one in for the 2. Redshift is back within 3.
Oh,
Zucks.
Sucks. Doing them dirty there on all of those moves. And oh, wow. Yeah, strike machine, Steve's machine at times, and yet a teammate to the max. I've heard nothing but good things about Zucks, and I've seen nothing but good things from Redshift, but from multiple players here. Love to see players like Zucks coming in and just, as much as anyone, doing fantastic work to help lead his team into situations like this. Now that said, Ender trying to go for that passing play. Look at that beauty of a cut. Perfect delivery. It's 11-6. Instinct.
Back that. Oh, it hit the post. I couldn't tell what it bounced off of, but definitely hit the post there. And also, just because you're talking about Zucks from, I just got to point. I was on a team last season 1 with Zucks on A Plus Ultra for all of it. It was only for like 2 weeks, but that's where I really learned how talented that dude is. I mean, really one of the more talented strikers in the league, without a doubt. I mean, he's just. So there's so much Jiggy as well. I mean, there's Supreme. You're talking, I mean, this is the best of the best we're watching right now. That's why Redshift is back within 5 and still in possession. Supreme's going to send them over. Was looking, well, it was handled by Kaz. Kaz back up to Supreme. Supreme coming in on the bubble. Looking for an option. Going to send that one behind the goal there to Jiggy. And Jiggy's going to send that one in for the 2. He's going to complete that play, and they're going to be back within 3 once again.
And less than 2 minutes left in this first round. It's a very, very tight game. And playing it close, Jiggy, really important shot there off of the pass from Supreme, and they're still in this. If they can play some defense here and just rely on that to anchor them down and maybe get themselves another opportunity, they'll have some success. We're seeing a similar triangle, though, from Instinct's side as they work it up on their offensive joust, and so far they've been having great success with it because, look, they've got another situation where the defense is off balance, but look at the grab. Supreme gets that out of there, but only to the tunnel where it bounces off, and now just struggling to find the handles. Was cruising, will back it out, and that's going to be intercepted by Jiggy as they clear it right down the floor, and with a boost here, might have themselves a match indeed. There's the steal, and taken by Supreme. Supreme going to walk it in, but no, being stunned out as it backs up to the bow tie.
But Jiggy just picking this one right back up. Going to send it back up to Supreme. Supreme going across to Zucks. Zucks looking for the anchor shot, but that was going to go wide. Supreme now picking it back up. Supreme with it here. Supreme going to go for an anchor shot of his own. He hits it for the 3. What placement. Wow.
Jaw meet floor once again. It's been nice knowing you. It happens every now and then, especially towards the end of the season. That is a big shot. Bonkers shot. Important shot. 30 seconds left. And yet again, on this stream, we are right down to the wire. Incredible.
Yeah, 26 seconds to go here. We are a tie game, 11-11. That's going to be Zucks getting an interception. Zucks setting it in. Oh, that was so close. That one, we're talking an inch there. Would have hit that cone and gone in. Absolutely, but Supreme's going to pick that one up. We have 13 seconds. Redshift wants to end this before the OT. Sends that one up. And it's Kaz does. Kaz is going to set it in for the 2. Redshift just took round 1 over Instinct.
How about that? You got one team looking like they're in control, and then suddenly it is lost. Redshift, they shifted it into a new gear at the most important time. Strembitsky, what do you got for me? Uh-oh. A whole lot of nothing, apparently. But you know what I got? The stats.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
My,
so I have
the
a
Palidore.
I'm sorry, Palidore. I have a hotkey that'll unmute my mic, and I guess it doesn't work with the Discord that we're in now. But
go for it, dear.
So both teams are doing a fairly free man-to-man defense, and by free, I mean sort of without restrictions. They're pushing their man if they're nearby, regardless of the ramifications. You know, if they're putting themselves out of position and in a worse spot. I noticed that almost every score happened because teams were not setting up a solid defense. And that's not necessarily the team's fault. Both teams were playing so aggressively that nobody really had time to slow it down and set up a proper defense. So the game was just constantly being pushed and pushed and pushed forward. And at the very end, we saw Redshift just a really, really well done play to tie up the game 11-11 with that anchor shot 3. That was one of the few examples where a defense was actually set up and they had to work around it, doing a fantastic job of brawling and opening up space, even after missed attempts, opening up space to keep possession and try for more attempts. And they do get that anchor 3, putting events in motion to take the dub. Now, let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, Instinct, like we said, the favored by rank and by seeding. That doesn't really mean a ton here when it comes down to the top cream of the crop. We're talking Master Division of Master League, and this is what you can expect. Instinct not making it easy on themselves, certainly, but their opponents just the same, putting up incredible fights now. Wireless Jacks, and now here for Redshift. Dimwi, this is what more can you ask for?
Not a whole lot. It's cruising. Oh, what?
Shot.
Oh, I gotta watch this back. I don't even. What just happened there? What was that?
It looked like yeah, kind of a.
That go behind?
I struggle to say hook. It's kind of a hook shot, but that angle was really tight. Wow.
Yeah, you know what? No, Cruisin's a magician. He's hacking. He sent that one through the bar. I don't even know. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, hacking apart the defense, if nothing else. It was a really tight angle.
For anyone out there who doesn't know, I am totally kidding. I'm not real acting. Oh, what a read. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, over onto the wedge now. It's going to be grabbed. A big score there to start it off for them as, you know, they want to get started with the right kind of flow to their game. Do not want to let Redshift continue what they kind of finished with in the first round. So this is a good start so far. First minute of play out of the way, and no scores for Redshift, 1 for Instinct. And as this gets caught up in the mid lane, look at Jiggy getting exactly that with it as he takes that disc and just swings all around before the short range back out to Supreme, and Supreme trying to pass it over a little too strong.
So this one caught up in that trap there, going to be slapped out by Zux all the way back towards that bubble. Supreme has some speed there, sends this one across to Jiggy. Ooh, Jiggy tried to spin and send that one in, but it's going to go low. And now picked up by Zux, back to, oh, what a stop there by Cruisin'. And that's why he gets paid the big bucks, hypothetically speaking. As Ender now going to send this one in. Oh, that's on.
Well, you're absolutely right. And if there was ever any question, Ender continuing his hot streaks throughout the night. He has been, I mean, there's been a big contributor for Instinct, but Ender has really come alive here, showing what he's capable of. You know, up until a couple weeks ago, he was the sole proprietor of the highest scoring game in VRML across the seasons and pre-seasons. And game from Joker took that away from him. But, I mean, he is no joke, Ender, and he is really pulling through as that disc just gets slid over to the bubble.
You know, that initial pass off that joust got intercepted, and Zux stunned out whoever it was that intercepted it with such ferocity. It almost looked like he was offended that it was intercepted right next to him. So he took it back, but we got a 2-on-2 here, 3-on-2 here developing. Kamichi coming in. Kamici's going to hit that one in as the goalie gets stunned out. Nice coordination there. And it looks like that was Conor Chaos stunning out that goalie. That was beautiful play there. That's going to be 2 more points on the board here for Instinct in round 2. They're going to go up 7-0, but I mean, we saw a similar start to round 1 here. Redshift, they're very capable coming back hard.
Trying to do just that. And I want to point out too, one of the things I just saw from Instinct across all these matches thus far, they're really going smart with those fakes, kind of pass fakes, either head fakes or pass fakes, just to briefly hesitate and juke out defenders just enough to open up windows a little bit more, getting those extra percentages. Right now, the rebound from Jiggy. Kanemaru was in the area. Of course, don't want to give him any shots because he's been pretty hot on a, well, really seasonal basis anyway. But that said, Zux going to make a play. Going to be snagged out of there by Kavichi as it dings as well. And that's going to be bounced off the wall. There's already a stack there on the way. That is almost a shot in itself, but Ender will complete it. 10 points. Instinct.
Instinct they're on fire. They're angry. They're angry, and Ender gets angry, and I know they're angry right now. This is they are not happy about what happened in round 1, and they're showing Redshift who they are. And Redshift, you know, they're still capable of coming back here. We're not even halfway through, but it's a 10-point lead. You know, that doesn't feel good. It's a mountain to climb. You're looking up at that. You're looking up at the peak, going, that's really far away. And oh no, Ender taking another shot here. That one's gonna hit the nest, bounced to the near side wall. And picked up once again by Kaz. Kaz for Redshift, sending it up to Supreme. Supreme sending nice cross pass there to Zux. And Zuck's going to handle this one cleanly on the far side. Zuck sending it. Oh, Ender getting a good grab there. Uh-oh, drops it. That's not good. As Jiggy picks that one up, though, just kind of chucking it into the, incidentally, into that trap there.
The disc entered Ender that time. That said, getting over to Jiggy. Jiggy sending it across the floor, finding Zucks. Really need a goal. They won't get it because Cruisin is there with the insanity again. Providing the defensive highlights night by night as they continue to stifle Redshift in round 2.
Yeah, Cruisin making everyone feel self-conscious right now. Oh no, I don't know what happened. There was definitely an issue there. That was not. I don't think he was intentionally coming out of the goal there. We saw something like that earlier today. I think he accidentally just. It's happened to me a few times where you kind of flick something and it just throws you, and he got himself caught out, maybe blacked out. But no, that's gonna be Redshift getting their first win on the board halfway through round 2. They're closing it back to 8 here. Can they? Will that be the start of their comeback here in round 2? Uh-oh.
That's the question, and the answer might be on the way. Is right. It sucks. The 2-point conversion. It's 6 points between these two teams. There is still more than enough clock.
Yeah, that was, that's one of those things. It doesn't matter how you get that first goal. You just got to break the ice. You just got to break the ice, and maybe that's going to be it. Don't know. They're back within 6, so 4:15 on the clock as we come out the tubes here. Instinct with this possession. Cruising going to send that one across there to Ender. And they're going to hold on to it. They're going to force that defense to come out and play. They're going to start running the clock. This is clock management right now. They're not going to let they're not going to let the defense dictate, the plays here. They're going to force the defense to play their game. Very smart play there by Instinct. It's part of the clock management playbook. And that's they're doing it masterfully right now, though. Jiggy with a great interception, trying to send that one in. Got to be a scrum for it there on the far side wall. Zucks with a slap. Zucks sending it in, but Conor Chaos there on the back line going to handle that one cleanly, sending it up there to Enders. Looking to turn it around here for Instinct.
And all the meanwhile, the stacks here over on Redshift's side, just trying to find each other, get those chains through. That's a fast one coming in, but unfortunately for them, that is a clear sent out. And look at all of these grabs from all of these teams. Just everyone kind of converging into the goal around the same time, and that is a mighty fine dime from Cruisin to Ender to put them up triple now. It's 12-4.
Yeah, it's beautiful passing, beautiful goals. We're hitting the cream of the crop here, and so we got 3 minutes on the clock here. Instinct up by 8. Now that is not insurmountable. That is a minimum of 3 goals, maximum of 4. And with 3 minutes, it's hard to push that many points. A goal a minute. It's hard to hit that pace, but it is possible. And Redshift, they've got the goal scorers, they've got the offense, they've got the defense. Oh, what an opportunity there! Supreme not able to handle it as the goalie came out to challenge them, and that one's going to get sent out there by, I believe that was Kavici. But they're in the hands of Kaz. Kaz, Ender just picking his pocket cleanly. Ender's going to get a shot. Ender taking a shot. Is it going to be out? It's in. That's in. Oh, it's not.
No, it's in. From Kavici eventually. That's kind of a testament to him, right? When it's sent out, you expect it to go in. That's kind of been the case, especially today, from Ender, from Connemara. I mean, there's just certain players in the league, when they're in their sweet spot, whether on the shots or in the goal, you feel like you know what's going to happen. I said that about Middleman earlier there for Europe and their matches. How every time someone drives on him, I expect the save. It's surprising to see it not go in. That shot will not go in. Connemara missing, but Ender now recovering and playing some cleanup duties. So,
you know what?
Now they're 16-4 and they're rolling.
You know what? I am going to throw some shade this time, and I'm saying shade. Okay, Ender should have just headbutted. He sacrificed a point there for an easy goal. Ender, buddy, what are you doing? Where's the headbutt there? You should have gotten a 3, dude. What are you doing?
I think we saw that play for the first time in competitive play that I recall.
Uh-oh.
As that shot goes out and just misses. We saw that from Joker a few weeks back. But that said, Ender here with a disc. Oh, nice snag out from Kaznaz. Talk about his defensive capability. We're talking a lot of experience here and a lot of experience over Instinct as they try. But look at that. Another stop here. It's going to be off the bodies, still maintaining it. And look at the reverse. You couldn't rehearse it better. Kavici to Ender.
That was unfortunate. That was great movement there by Ender. So if you watch that one back, Kaz is when that pass goes in, he turns with the pass, but as the pass lands and he's got his back turn, Ender's already in front of the goal. I mean, it was that fast. Ender is just so quick there. He's so smooth. So 14-point lead. Round 2 will go to Instinct. We are going to go to round 3 here as this one finds its way into the Instinct zone, handled there by Cruisin'. So it's going to turn over here at the end of the round. 40 seconds ago. Ender with it here. Ender gonna slow it down, send that one across, looking for Kavichi. Kavichi handles it. He's gonna walk in. He has a cross pass option. Goes for it a little bit too far ahead. So find his way to the near side wall. Ender tracking that one down, just gonna scoop it back up. Beautiful scoop pass there to Connemara. Connemara over to Kavichi. Kavichi will send that one in for the 2. 20-4, probably to end the round, though we are gonna have a few seconds here.
That's a big score for sure. But with that being said, I'll hand it off to Strem a little bit early here and see if he has anything to say about this one, because yeah, round 3 for a second time.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, just making sure. But yeah, so for this game, I have written down for the first half, but pretty much for the entire game, Redshift just couldn't connect the passes to succeed on offense. Every turnover just caused an immediate goal for Instinct, and they were doing well. Redshift was doing well, moving up, even playing slow, like working around the defenders this game a little bit more so than last game, where I said that everyone was just pushing in without really thinking. But yeah, they just one missed pass against Instinct, and Instinct would score. And you know, and if they did connect those passes, which several times they did make it all the way into the bubble, and they did have a shot opportunity. Either Cruzen or Kavichi was there to make the save. Cruzen made several incredible saves this game, Kavichi as well. And it's just super demoralizing for Redshift. You know, they're putting in all that work the entire game, you know, 10 minutes, constantly working to move upfield, and then missed passes caused goals. And then when you don't miss a pass, when finally it should be a goal for you, it's not, because the other team's goalie is just too strong. Something to note is that the first points that Redshift got were when Cruzen tried to read a loose disc bouncing near him. He jumped out of goal and missed, and Redshift had an open goal. And that was the first points that Redshift got. And so, of course, Redshift was down by a lot, so it makes sense why they were forcing into the bubble so often. They had to come back, but this game, you know, it's 0-0. I really do want to see Redshift just slow it down and play more calculated and draw out defenders here.
Yeah, well, as we get started here in round 3, looking forward to this one. Instinct, got to give one more just applause to them, because here they come, trying to, well, get that one through. Kaznaz getting a self-goal there, almost a save. A little tough to start off, but Instinct, after, again, the second match in a row where they're forced on round 3, much to their chagrin, they didn't crumble. They came back in the second round big time.
Yeah, and that was Instinct to Connemara, that goal there. Connemara got that shot off, went off the head of Kaz in goal, and Zucks is sending this one to the back line, but the back line was disrupted. Yeah. Not the wisest of back passes. Oh, no. I see. No, he sent that pass off the moment that player started moving. That's what happened there. That happens to the best of us for sure. It's Ender's going to send this one up, going to hit Connemara. Connemara going to send this one in on a shot. Ooh. That one's going to hit the barrier. Well, it'll be picked up by Kaznaz. Kaznaz just going to clear this one out to that far side tube. Is going to make its way into the hands of Ender, though. Ender going to invert on the ceiling there, and Ender sending it through the what is the right side to him. But ooh, just getting it right back. He is so quick. He is. You know, I've played over the years. I've played a bunch of games with him. You know, it's not like we play all the time or anything. You know, but he's so hard to play against. When I'm playing defense against Ender, he's one of those players I hate playing against him, because he's so good, so quick, and Cruzen is going to slam that one in for the 2, and Instinct's going to take a 4-point lead.
You know, we've seen the development of Instinct and their meta, their strats, their styles, but that one right there's the very familiar one with me. And I know you say, well, Pally, it's just a cross pass, right? Well, no, the Instinct has a very distinct one, okay? There's very quick, usually right to left. It's usually right in front of the goal, and it is an immediate release. They do not hold on to it long, and it was especially their bread and butter in Season 1, and they do it, and they did it better than the vast majority of teams on most days. They were excellent when they got that play going through. They might even have it again here, potentially. Actually, just a walk and play, it looks like. There's the fakes. There's the makes. And right now, I'm not making any mistakes. It's 6 points, and every single one of those massive in this third round to determine who advances to the finals.
And Ender basically froze out the goalie there. You know, when you're sitting in goal and you got 2 guys coming in, and you know they fake that cross pass, even if you don't move, particularly if you don't move, you're frozen. And your reaction is just going to be too slow on that shot, and that's just the style. That's the strategy when you're coming in like that. That's why you do that, to freeze out a goalie specifically in that situation. But Supreme's going to send that one up to Zux here. Zux, juking one, but loses the disc. That is unfortunate. As Ender's going to pick that one up, send it outside that through that far. What a chain! Ender taking the shot. Ender, uncharacteristic, misses. Cruising, picking it back up, and a nice grab there by a player. That one's going to get sent back out towards mid.
Got to shout out because Supreme has had several of those great grabs throughout this series so far, playing some great defense in the bubble. That said, the recovery is here from Instinct, getting it right back now to Connemara. Connemara, how many times have we seen this delivery? But how many times have we seen great saves like that all day? That was Jiggy, and that is out of there. But once again, the recovery to Ender.
And now Scrumford here at the top of the trap. Ender's going to come away with that one. Ender sending it up to Connemara. Connemara under assault by that chain. Is going to send it back, trying to get it to Ender, but Kavici going to recover it. Kavici going to send it back to Cruzen for the reset here. That's what they need. They slowed it down. There was a little bit of chaos there. Cruzen. Oh no, Kaznaz with the stuff. This one's still loose, picked up by Jiggy. Jiggy's going to get the clear in. This one goes up towards the ceiling. Ender's right there to pick that one up. He's going to get that one cleared up back towards that near side wall. But no, Supreme is going to grab that one. 6:15 on the clock. Instinct up 6-0. Redshift's currently scoreless as they're moving in. Supreme sending that one across to Jiggy. Jiggy looking for Zux, but Zux is already committed to space. Couldn't reach that one. Supreme out. What?
Fantastic. What is right? Zux. That's what he does. Supreme to Zux, and that's the second time. That's the second time we've seen this today, haven't we? We saw that from, I think, Gilligan earlier on as well. Those plays, able to accomplish just insane moves that close to the goal with that much movement and that much defense in the area with that's confidence right there from Zux, and he's very much known for that throughout the league.
Yeah, and now this one handled by Connemara Chaos there. Connemara Chaos moving in. Gonna get stuffed by Supreme. The Supreme gonna get himself stunned out. And then Zux sending that one through, gonna bounce around, find his way all the way down, doesn't bounce, all the way through. That is Redshift getting there first. They're gonna bring that one in. Second goal here of round 3, 33 seconds after the last. They're bringing this one back within 2.
Well, that's big for Kaznaz, big for Redshift. Exactly what they needed, because that was looking dangerously like a mirror of round 2, and actually to a degree round 1, although they won round 1 coming back in the latter half. The point is they were scoreless for a lot of the start in that last round. You didn't want to see that continue, and they do have a couple of points here now, a couple of goals rather on the board, and it's only a 2-point match. So Instinct needs to keep that foot on the pedal, because before they know it, they're going to deal with that kind of metal. It's Supreme with a clear down. They're looking for Zux. They have 2 stacks going on now. A recovery up high, right above the nest, inverting, converting, and no, it's Cruzen, the big grab right in the middle of the bubble as they recover yet again for Redshift, sending it down, sending it to the barrier, but couldn't get the shot, and now slapping it out, and that is tough. A tough series of misses there for Redshift to potentially tie.
Ooh, and now Connemara with it here. Connemara under assault, gonna send this one across, looking for Ender. Does find Ender. Ender now with it. That one, I'm still hurting after that last one. That was such a great look there. A couple good looks from Redshift. And Instinct, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna punish on it. They're getting a goal right now as Ender goes across there to Kavici. Cruzen.
Oh, there you go.
Cruzen brings it in to slam it. This is what some of these teams are just so good at. Instinct is one of them, is punishing. You cannot make mistakes against them, because they will turn it around on you. They will score, and you can't let that happen. That's how they run away with these scores here. They're going to go up by 4. They're not running away yet. Redshift is still in it. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Down by 4, but only 4.
Yet is the key word, and yeah, it's still right up in there as they try to get that pass off, that clear off down the lane. Will be taken here back. Just again, the grabs needing to find something, muster up some sort of play and find those points. Keep it close here, trying to avoid the defense. A cross pass, that is a very tough catch. A lot of strength being thrown into that one, and that as a result is going to get the loose disc down the line, and just all by his lonesome with a million days and miles, but not the 3-point hit. So a big miss there now from Instinct.
Redshift has to punish that. They have to punish it right now. Do it. There it is. Cash hitting the 3. Trading it. That is a 6-point swing. Redshift back within 1. Oh my goodness. That's how they're going to do it. Like I said, they had to punish on it. They did.
All right.
Woo!
Look, with that, talk about punish. I mean, we saw Instinct punish once, now Redshift punishing. Look, at less than 3 minutes left, that could very well be looked at as a turning point of this match, depending on how this goes. That is a massive occurrence there that just, wow. Connemara Chaos, they need to stabilize here, find a goal. They have 2:20 left, so not in danger mode, but they need to find something, and they get something all right on the stun Kaznaz there, the important factor. So even though he tried going for the headbutt save, guess what? The placement was so good and so low that it made the headbutt impossible. That is great on the behalf of Instinct.
The way Kavichi stunned out the goalie there was so casual. He jukes the one player and then just kind of comes in and kind of just gave a little bop. You know, it was just like a little side hand, like a little slap, like a little get out, you know, shoe, you know, like it was, oh goodness, this is what a game. Minute 44 on the clock, 1 goal game.
Hold on.
Supreme, oh, what an opportunity. That one goes wide. Kaz is going to pick this one up over the bow tie. Kaz sending this one in, going to hit Supreme. Supreme crossing that one. Ooh, looking for Zux, doesn't land, but Jiggy's going to recover. Jiggy going to Kaz on the kill.
Wow.
You did it.
Again, they did it. They did this in round 1 when they needed it. They did it in round 3 when they needed it.
Okay, I gotta say something. I now understand the Pog face. I just made it organically. I wasn't even meaning to. I just freeze framed. It was the Pog face. Pogs in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Pogs in chat after that one. Oh my goodness. We're tied up. 1 minute to go here. This one not clean. Jiggy with it. Jiggy setting it up. Then it's Zox. Zox bringing it in. Has the one-on-one. Oh, stop the dig. That one's going out of the bubble. Far side wall. 55 seconds. This is Instinct with possession, setting it up at Kaznaz in the tube. Kaznaz off the ceiling, sending this one in, hit Supreme. Supreme trying to scoop it, doesn't make it. That's going to be Kavichi getting the clear out, 44 seconds. Not out. Kaz with it again. Kaz moving in. Kaz going across to Jiggy. Jiggy coming in. Jiggy. Oh, double digging it. Are you serious? But now picked up by Zox. Zox bringing it in. Zox. There it is. That's on it. 13 seconds. 13 seconds.
Oh,
13 seconds.
my goodness, Dimwi. All of those plays, inch by inch, they're up by 2, and now in absolute panic mode. No time remaining. Something special could occur here. And in fact, no matter what happens, something special did occur. Let's see. It's Ender trying to go deep down the other line. Delivers it to Kavichi. Up high to Connemara. It's a tie. It's overtime here in the 3rd round of the deciding match going into finals. Strembitsky, where are you?
We're going immediately in.
I have nothing to say. Go to the overtime. Watch the game.
We're going immediately in.
Oh my
There's no
goodness.
intermission. 4
This is
seconds. We're
not-
coming out.
This does not make any sense to me, and yet, yes, it does. This is clutch time, Dimwi. This is crunch time. This is
no.
all on the line as it gets over here to Connemara on this first joust.
This is unreal. Connemara sending that one over to Kavichi. Kavichi sending this one back across. Look for Ender. Out of reach. Still loose. Who's going to get there? I am so out of breath. Oh, my goodness. This one going to get set back in, but Connemara on the back line going to handle that one. 1:37. Time doesn't even matter. It's just the first goal. I don't even need it. Calling that one out. This one going to, what a chain. Jiggy picking it up. Jiggy clearing it out. They're still stacked. They're going to chase this one down. It's a race for it. Who's going to get there first? It's Jiggy.
Oh! Jiggy!
Off the outside.
They're going to the finals. Woo! Redshift in a devastating blow there to Instinct. The
Oh my
upset.
God.
Strem.
Listen.
What?
I just wanna calm. Everybody just relax. Everybody just chill out. Just
My heart is in my throat, Strem.
just shut up. Just shut up. Everybody just chill.
Okay, tell us. Where'd you go? What was that? Oh my goodness, that match.
I have no words. I deleted my notes.
Oh,
I am not even kidding.
no. Oh.
This, I can't even express what we just saw. We saw, I really don't know what to say. Like, Instinct played so well that game, and it really all started when Ender had that half court. He was green. He did not need to throw it. and he chose to go for the half court, and it was close. It was a really good attempt, but it dung out. And after that, we saw nothing but like magic from Redshift. I can't even. Kaznaz coming in clutch.
Dude, he's subbing here.
Zux coming in clutch. Jiggy Supreme coming in clutch. I'll be honest, okay? I'll say it right now. I cannot score 3-pointer anchors off the shield. Every time it's a 2-pointer. I've practiced and I've put in work to get 3-pointers off of the shield with an anchor. I cannot do it. And we just saw Kaznaz do it to save the series. And Kaznaz is the sub.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I don't even look what.
Hold on, real quick. I need to say something for clarity because there seems to be some confusion in the chat. I say confusion, that is presumptive, but it is confusion. A 6-meter 3 is a 3. It's as long as that releases before that line, you can make a legitimate 6-meter 3. So there is no. It's not a bug. It's not like the slap bug that we saw temporarily for a couple weeks. It is a proper 3. It just hit the near side of the goal. That's all it means. That's it. A 6-meter 3 is a proper 3.
Yeah, that meter reading is all based off. It's all based off like where you are when you release the disc and where in the goal you scored. That is what it's based off of, that distance. Yeah. So you can get 6-meter 3s and you can get 7-meter or 6-meter 3s and you can get like 9-meter 2s. It's just a fact.
Yeah, not a often occurrence, but you do see it every now and then. It's rare, but it's not unheard of as well. So. Either or, though. I mean, what an amazing matches, I should say. All of these ones on the stream today, you know, whether Europe and here in North America, I mean, these last few on this stream have been incredible. I mean, our last couple going into these third rounds, overtime situations. That is insane. The thing, with that said, we're, you know, gotta regather here, and because we still have a match to determine seedings now on that note, because going over to the Zero and Creamy Milk match, they had won that. Zero, that is. And they're going to go on to face Redshift. And there's some, again, kind of intermingled stories in there. Andy W, part of Zero now. He was with Redshift there for a couple weeks. Kind of a mentor type role. And, you know, just helping him along the way before he made his move here to Zero as Sneaky Evil, who was there, you know, on that roster for the majority of the season. And then Andy kind of stepping in there towards the end. So we still got seeding at play. But wow, I mean, that was just the height of what Echo Arena is all about. With that said, you guys don't go away. We're going to be right back with your last match here of the Cup. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for watching and sticking through as we get to our final game. Now, that said, these two teams coming in here, Redshift and Zero, they've made it, at least in terms of what they wanted to accomplish. They've gotten over that hill. They've reached that peak of the weekend off of some fantastic matches. These two teams, they're going to finals next weekend. Now it's the question of who are they going to be going up against. It is another case of pick your poison of sorts, because no matter what, at this level of play, it is elite talent you're going against. And that said, it's going to be Joker or King Gorillas, those number 1 and number 2 seeds for these two teams. And we'll see how that unfolds as this match plays on. Now, on the casting desk, I am Palidore. I got SirDimwi here right beside me, and so much for subtlety on the cameras. And SirDimwi, I don't know about you, but I'm finally starting to calm down. But I had the physical shakes, and it happens every now and then, in big match situations. It took me a while to stop shaking and cool the adrenaline, and I'm almost there. Not quite, almost.
Yeah, no, that was, my voice took a beating. I'm kind of glad there's no games for the next 5 days, because my voice took a beating on that last one. I was at full volume, and I'm still expecting the cops to show up any minute, because I was very loud. I was very loud.
You weren't the only one. And that doesn't even apply to just us casters. Everyone involved as this match gets underway. A big steal coming in from Supreme. Not able to convert that shot. Jiggy having it stolen from Zenith, and Zenith right down to midfield. Going for that deep clear, and there's the deep stacks. But unfortunately, it comes right back their way as Jiggy gets it back and now sends it over to an exposed goal. Rebound, but nope, it's going to be a stun again.
Yeah, this one going to bounce to the near side. Well, we'll be picked up by Andy W, who does play for Zero. Let's get that right. It is Zero that Andy W plays for.
Correct.
Zenith picking that one up, sending it in, but a great grab there by Kazo. The clear, bouncing off the barrier, but Zux is going to recover that one. Zux now with it. Zux going to send that one up to Supreme. Supreme going to get this one cleared out. The chain is chasing it down. Are they going to get there? Oh, that angle. What a little bounce there. But Zenith getting the grab there, trying to send out. A lot of these clears we're seeing right now are just not getting out. And another flub there. But it looks like a couple, the teams are having a little trouble finding their stride. But oh, what a pass there over to Andy. Andy's going to get it back to Voodoo. Voodoo coming on the bubble. Voodoo sending it across to Andy. Oh, what a read there by Jiggy. He's going to send it away.
All right, so into the midfield it goes to Supreme. Supreme playing some pretty good defense in that last match versus Instinct to secure it. And Zux with some great offense to match. It's 3 points going first the way of Redshift.
Yeah, it's minute 12 in. They're going to get that first goal, 3 points on. My voice is actually, I think I did some damage last game, dude. I really did. I think I did. I'm feeling it. I can't yell like that. That was too
You lost your voice. Strem broke my eardrums. It's okay. We're losing it here, but you know what? We're getting it right back.
And now getting it right back is Rocks Titan, rotating in his native tongue as Andy W is coming in on the near side wall, sending that one in. You see, he did a little, he didn't twirl, but he tucked to the left there as a little bit of a slap fight goes off in front of the goal there to end that one. Oh, good shot. Good goal, Andy.
Yeah, Andy, again, mentioning him going into this cast, but we'll say it again for posterity. Andy played with Redshift for a couple weeks there. He had prior been on Synapse, went to Redshift on a temporary basis. It was a known thing. It wasn't kind of an unexpected, like, I'm going to join, then I'm going to leave. But yeah, he was with Redshift, and we actually saw him in the Twitch chat just moments ago. Really proud of Redshift for what they accomplished there against Instinct in the 3-round series to make it to this point, and had just so many great things to say about their players as they do go right through for a goal again here. Supreme.
Yeah, another good goal there, and that's going to put them up by 3 once again. And just more confident play from two very competent teams. I mean, there's a reason they're going into the finals. These are some of the best players in the game, and I'll talk about Zux again. Just a reference. I'll just reference it again. Playing on a team with him, I learned how good that kid is. And I shouldn't say kid. He's a man. I shouldn't say kid. He's a man. Zux, and he's just so good. And but so is Andy. I've been playing with Andy for years now. And Supreme gonna bring that one in for another one here. Redshift gonna take a 5-point lead. And just so many great players in this game. I'm in admiration watching this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And a lot of great stories for sure. One of the things we kind of went on in the pre-game show was who the favorites might be, who some dark horses might be. Redshift kind of named them as one of those dark horses for sure, and sure enough, they caused some upsets there. For Zero, the thing is, so they found themselves out of that the top 6 position as 1 second. There's another shot, man. Right now, Redshift, I think, still riding high off their last victory because they're just hot. But that said, yeah, Zero, it's an interesting situation there because, especially for them, I feel like they played a lot, and not that other teams haven't, but they played a lot of super tough matches when they were getting into, forming as a team there. I feel like they finished outside that top 6, but just as much as any team, I mean, they can be right up there in the top few. Like when they're at the top of their game, they've impressed as much as any team in this league.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, good shot. Oh, that was so close and almost recovered as well by Zenith. That was a shot from Voodoo. They just barely didn't go in, but this one going to get sent through that tube all the way down into the 0 zone. Bouncing off the sky trench, Rock's trying to track it down. He does. Going to scoop that one back towards mid. Bouncing around, Voodoo's going to collect that one. Voodoo now turning around, going to use the bounce, the headbutt off of the Geo there to turn himself around. Rock's Titan, 3-on-1, going off the backboard. Oh, Zenith. I wonder how they feel about that one. It almost seems like Zenith actually may have stole that goal and then gotten it saved. I don't know, though. It's hard to say. The goalie may have made the stop. Redirect, is more reliable to go in than a straight shot. So, can't be too critical of it. But now Rock's Titan back in possession of it, sending it up to Voodoo. Voodoo across the Zenith. Zenith going down. He's going to get stuffed there by Jiggy, but picked up by Kaznaz, sending it out.
All right, so the clear down gets picked off here. Rock's Titan going for the old Dusty. There we go on the trail. It's up to the top and, well, just snagged off by Kaznaz. Just missed the catch there, kind of unforced. So Zuck's trying to take full advantage. There's the clear immediate boost from everyone involved. There's 3 different players speeding down the floor for Zero, but all it took was 1. That is to say Jiggy, but taking a rather bold shot. There were a couple defenders in the area able to pick it apart.
But now Voodoo's going to send it up to Andy here on the near side wall. Andy's going to cross that one up. Hit Zenith. Zenith's going to dump this one in and find the hands of Kaznaz. Kaznaz going to get a beautiful pass up to Jiggy. Jiggy stunned out as he sends that one across. But Voodoo, the good chain there. Good read on that pass. They're going to pick. Oh,
that would have been
what a grab there by Jiggy. Yeah, absolutely. Good ceiling pass there. Oh, another stop. Kaz going to get a grab there. That one slapped out off the post. And what is going on? What just happened there? I don't know. But that one gets out through mid. Zenith trying to get down there with speed, but he bounces off the stack there. Rock's Titan picking up, going to clear it back out.
To be fair, I don't know if that second one was actually going in for sure, but it fit. I feel like right now, Redshift on offense, on defense. I mean, let's see what happens here. They're going to get it through. Oh, look at the moves, putting him in the spin cycle. That was clean from Andy W.
Yeah, Andy W doing Andy W things. Yeah, he's got the moves, man. He is a very slippery snake, as they might say sometimes, when he's driving in like that. And I know I've had my problems with him throughout the years, a couple years, anyways. As Kaz going to send this one over to Zuck. Zuck's trying to send it back, misplays it. Zenith is down here, empty goal, takes a shot. Oh, Zucks. It looked like it also looked like it may have slipped out of Zenith's hand just a moment too early, and didn't have the speed he intended. Although it did have the trajectory. And that's going to be Jiggy grabbing that one, going to send it back into the 0 zone here.
All right, so in the trap, a takeaway from Kaznaz, leaving the defender behind with that stun. Rock's Titan it looks like. And now off the backboard, we'll just slip by, pinging off the pole and right back into the trench and out the midfield. So gathering their stacks and, well, actually came right to them instead. So, hey, Jiggy finding the disc once more.
Jiggy now, looking for a crosspass out of Supreme, but it's going to hit the point block there. And now Jiggy not able to stop either of those players, so that one's going to get slapped in. It makes his way up to the ceiling. The Redshift chain overshoots. Voodoo picks it up. He sends it in for the 3. Zero's back within 2 here with just over 2 to go.
And wow, I mean, you would have said just a minute or two ago that Redshift looking in firm control with that momentum, but really all it takes is a couple well-executed plays, and yeah, breaking away there, it was indeed. a point here, a goal here, and bringing it within 2. So less than 2 minutes left. It is anyone's match, and especially with this steal potentially forcing a turnover in the midline. Maybe no. Jiggy somehow coming out of the stun and still able to regather among the crowd of a couple players, a couple defenders. So Zenith with a disc, handing it off to Voodoo right behind him. Voodoo going up forward, and now they've got the numbers advantage as they go to the Nest, and Nest down below and into the goal. It's Andy again from up close. It's tied.
You know, that's that passing Zero can do, and it just picks apart a defense when they get set up like that and they get those clean passes off. You know what I mean? It's one of those, like, if you get caught a fraction, we're talking a tenth of a second, 100th of a second behind that offense, they'll stay in front of you the whole way up. And they did it there. That was a beautiful play from Zero.
All right. Yet again, Dimwi, approaching the final minute, and we've got a very crunched game. I mean, so close. Another turnover here might result in something, but looking just like a grab. So Jiggy gets control. Supreme in the goal. And in the midfield, you have a Stack attempting to gather there for Redshift, but they were broken up a little while, but still managed to get, at the end of the day, to the bubble. And tough angle, didn't convert. Zenith a grab and a pass to Andy.
Tough angle, tough brick, as Andy's going to walk this one in on the near side wall. Ooh. Was that a mishandle? I think that was a mishandle. Zux picks it up. Zux going to send it in. 34 seconds. It's a tie game here in round 1. This one bouncing back towards mid. Kaz picking it up. Kaz over to Zux. Zux coming in. What a beautiful pass back to Kaz. Kaz coming in. Kaz to the floor there to Jiggy. Jiggy is going to get it in off the Rocks Titan, and that's good enough to end round 1. Redshift will take it. 11-9. Presumably.
Barring merit, not impossible, but improbable here as we launch out. I think the fastest goal we've seen, about 3 seconds or so, maybe a little less, but yeah, all it takes is just, as a fling goes through, all it takes, just a fast boost down the other end, and if you can get those early joust in, not unheard of for a comeback. That said, yet again, Dimwi, it's Redshift. I mean, I know I've seen chat pointing out maybe adrenaline wearing off a little bit now. They started off hot, kind of cooled down a little towards the end of that round. Nope, they still executed in the last minute with another game winner there. So they are no doubt coming out, at least so far. We still have more rounds to be played potentially, but they're really coming out of this cup as yet again a dark horse contender here with what they're showing us today.
Yeah, this is it's just so impressive. I mean, you know, and it's how many times now over these last 2 games, and it's only a couple, but Redshift goes down early in a round, and then just it's almost like they need that. You know, oh, actually no, I have it backwards, don't I? It was Zero that went down this round, right? Am I confused?
Probably. Is it the adrenaline wearing off?
Probably. It's getting late.
Redshift coming ahead with that victory here late. And I mean, Zero, they made a good comeback. The thing is, Redshift was in control for the majority, or at least it felt like it in terms of the pace and the eye test. It was saying, oh, Zero, a little bit out of sorts. And it looks like Redshift, they're still playing hot. They came out shot after shot, it seemed like, to start off the earlier round. But then you looked at the scoreboard by the end of it, and it was so very close. That said, here's round 2. And again, competing for seedings at this point for the Season 2 finals. And, oh, look at that. Immediate pass off the joust. It's 10 seconds in, 2 points up. Courtesy Jiggy to Supreme.
I was wondering what happened there. I didn't realize that the player that was all the way back there got stunned out there. I was thinking, how did they fold up the defense like that so quick? But no, defense, the chain was just getting back, and the one player back got stunned out, so he wasn't able to get the goal. But Roxy, another good juke. That's can't really. That's Rox's move there. He likes to duck there on the chains, attacking chains. Voodoo with it. Back to Andy. Andy, trying to send that one in through a few bodies, but a good grab there by that chain, and then Voodoo. Did not have enough time there. Zux and Jiggy chaining out. Oh, this is an opportunity. Jiggy sending us one in. What a shot. I got nothing.
He got something. A 3. And they're up 5-0. Here in the God Shift comments there in the chat, and absolutely Redshift coming out hot here. Zero. I mean, there was some good pass execution we saw working up the floor initially, which is a very, very common thing for Zero. They make it look so easy at times, but just losing it out. I mean, they'll have another attempt, going for an anchor 3 on a much bothered goalie, but a little off the target.
So now this one, yeah, gonna be picked up by Zux there. Zux sending this one into the 0 zone, all the way down to the bubble. But Rocks Titans already back at goal there, able to send this one out now through that near side tube, all the way down. Kaz can't get the hand on it, and he's gonna get there first. Is he gonna get the goal? He picks it up. Oh, what a stuff there by Kaz as Andy tried to pull the ender. Kaz trying to clear it up, but Rocks Titan gonna collect it there on the back line. We're 2 minutes in here to round 2. Redshift currently up by 5. Zenith with it there on the far side. Zenith with some room, gonna pass it back to Rocks there on the back line. Rocks can invert on the ceiling here. Actually, sideways, gang. Gonna send that one across to Zenith. Zenith looking to go behind the goal there, I do believe. Maybe miscommunication, but Rocks Titan gonna take out the trash, bring that one in for a 2-0. Finally with 2 points on the board here in round 2. 2 minutes in. Gonna cut that lead down to 3.
Yeah, going for that backboard, I think, but it looked like I think it was Andy there at the backboard. A bit bothered, kind of diving for the goalie, but at the same time had a defender attached to him. But luckily, you know, what does good positioning buy you and good spacing on the floor? Well, rebounds. That's exactly that. When you're on offense, if you miss something, as long as you're positioned well, you can, as an offense, get the rebound a decent percentage of the time. And you know what? Right now, a very high percentage shot as Zenith gets it by, just walking it in on the goalie there, 1-on-1.
I'm gonna have to ask Zenith about that next time I see him, because it looked like did he stand and then send it low? I gotta watch this on the replay. And
has anyone seen this Quest swing set video?
he did stand.
It wasn't that, but I mean, nonetheless.
He was holding a squat there for a while as he came in on that shot. But now Zenith, another one, gets that one in for the 2-0. Gonna take a 1-point lead here, just over 3 minutes in.
All right, there you go. That is a good shot and some nice stability being shown now from Zero. Like I said, you can't hold them down for too long because they are a team who, when they flip that switch, they're going to connect and devastate many defenses with that passing and just with the the heavy-handed striking they have. They're very, very capable players. I mean, you can give it to any one of these guys, and they're going to score an awful lot of the time against most players in this league.
So now Kaz with it here. Kaz going to send that one across to Jiggy. Jiggy going up to, looking for Zux as Zux was cutting. Goes a little bit high with the pass. Now a bit of a scrunch for it there as that one's going to ding off the post. Picked up once again by Kaz, but good steal there by Zenith. Zenith's going to get this one cleared out. Far side tube. Zenith with a great boost there is going to pick this one up. Has an empty net. Going to send in the shot. That's 3 in a row for Zenith for Zero. And suddenly being down 5-0, they're up 9-5.
Z marks the spot on that 3-point hit from deep, and yeah, don't give anything open to these players because they will do just that. It's a 4-point lead, 4-0, and that said, Kaznaz coming in off this joust, bothered pretty quickly, and another turnover. So Zenith, here he is again, the handoff play. They love going to it, and I love watching it happen. It's going to Rocks Titan. Oh, Rocks the blocks, but no, not getting the disc through. That was almost ridiculous. It still will have a chance at here as Voodoo works it up now and tries to find that pass up to the ceiling, and then right back at him. There it is on the bottom placement, 11-5.
That was just a pretty shot. I got nothing else to say about it. That was just nice.
Yep.
I mean, that's hard one to save there. You know, as a goalie, you're seeing the angle and you've got your hands up because you need them up. You know, you got to have them up in that position, and that opens up the bottom area of the goal there, especially if you're going to hook it around like that. And yeah, that was a beautiful shot as Redshift now in possession.
All right, well, Jiggy trying to send it over to the deep end. There's a lot of defense in the way, though, even, you know, with that catch. I mean, so many players stacking back in that area. So with that said, another turnover being caused, but nice leeches and a good stun here. So Jiggy coming through, and I feel like I've been saying his name a lot today, and it's for a good reason. Really coming through with a lot of big plays end to end of the floor. Supreme, though, finding himself and his team down by a few goals at the very least. Still 4 minutes to spare, but Zero recovering and causing a lot of panic and havoc here in the midfield.
So this one bouncing around there. Oh, nice little sideways turn there by Supreme to get that one out. But Rox gets it, but then Zux gonna stun out Rox, sending this one in. They have the chain, but a couple chains coming in. Oh, great leashes there from Zero. They're gonna stun out the opposing chain. And Andy's gonna pick that one up, just gonna clear it out to the near side tube. They are gonna get a chain down there, but can't read those bounces. Oh no, misplay by Supreme. Lost the hand there. And Zux picks that one up, gonna slap this one back to mid, not through mid. As Andy, with a couple stuns there, picks that one up. Empty goal, sends in the shot. Ooh, just high. Gonna bounce wide. Rock's gonna be there to pick it up. He's gonna get stunned up by Zux. Zux gonna shield and stun out Voodoo. Zux does ultimately come away with it, but that toss back is not good, but he picks it right back up. Excuse me, Supreme picked it up, but sent it in the hands of Zenith. Zenith's gonna cross it up here to Andy W. And this is just some constant play here. Andy ducking one. Oh, he gets him, Jiggy. That was so dirty. Oh, Jiggy, I love you for that one.
Oh, going for the behind the back. Oh man, this was just discussed with Andy yesterday, not finding the results that time, but just the same, they're feeling good here, up 11-5. 3 minutes left though, so still gotta hang tight and keep that distance of separation. Force this round 3 if they can. An intercept here in the midfield at the tunnel now, but some brawls going in, or at least attempted ones. Again, that aggression from Zero really bothersome. The shot just off, and Jiggy is gonna be in the area for the rebound, but Zenith not far behind, bothering that one as a bow tie pass goes through the Zux. Zux right to Kaznaz. Kaznaz, oh, look at that. Turnaround shot off the backboard. Don't see that often. And now Jiggy is going to grab that and send it to behind the back as well. And now the goal. Man, didn't even give me a chance to breathe, but they're going to breathe a sigh of relief for Redshift because they finally got on the scoreboard 2 minutes and 20 seconds in to that joust.
Yeah, and that brings Redshift back within 4 here. We got just about 2 minutes on the clock here. Is Redshift going to pull that comeback once again here? They didn't do it in round 1. I was confused at that, but they did it a couple times earlier in the day. As Zenith now with it. Zenith's going to send this one in under 2 minutes ago here. Zenith up to Voodoo. Voodoo back to Zenith. Zenith with the Fury. They're going to send that one in for it too, and they're back up by 6.
I was going to say, what was that one? Voodoo assisting Zenith. Put a little hatred in that throw. My goodness, right into the goal. I mean, it says 16 meters a second. I should have been 20, but in any case, putting it in with some authority, to say the least. And Redshift with the disc here, they're down once again by a few goals, or at least 6 points rather, with about 90 seconds remaining. And I mean, we've seen this multiple times for Redshift already. They've made their comebacks here late in games. They've made some big plays late. Could it happen again? We'll see.
So this one finding its way to the far side trap there. Voodoo tracking it down. Voodoo gonna send this one in. Oh, that would hurt. That would hurt me. That was so close. That was, oh man, Kaz gonna get this one cleared out. That one's gonna find its way all the way down to the zero. Not to the zero bubble. Hits Pac-Man. Picked up by Kaz. Kaz sending it. No, that one's gonna go far wide. Kaz gets it back as a player behind the goal there. Gonna pick. Oh, wow. Supreme Bond. So sorry, just Supreme.
Yeah. It's funny, huh? Muscle memory, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, force of habit there. But Supreme off the head of Rox, able to convert that from, again, one of the preferred spots of many people, but especially Supreme. And even on that too, that Kaznaz shot that happened at first that missed. Actually a fortunate miss because the goalie had just turned around right as that shot went out. So that miss actually bought them the goal opportunity. It'll buy them another one here potentially, but now with 20 seconds left and 0, they're up 13-9. It will indeed be a round 3 on the way.
Yeah, 13 seconds. Not enough time. Kaz gonna clear this one back into the 0 zone and bounce around there. Both teams trying to track this one down and will be handled by Supreme. He gets stunned out, but that's the end of the round. 13-9 in favor of 0. We're gonna go to No We're Not. Palidore.
We're gonna go to not Strembitsky. Unfortunately, he's again been doing a fantastic job
of
casting analysis.
I already missed him.
What does that say about my analysis? Jeez. But anyways, no, I do too for sure. And just. Again, this has almost become a regularity. In fact, it is. These third rounds here on these streams, and especially the last couple days with North America, we've gotten so many. Today in Europe, we had a couple of them, and I mean, as I said and will continue to say, I'm in love with how healthy the competition is, and the fact that we get to see these kind of matches with these kind of results just happen over and over and over to the point where you should get tired of it, you'd say, but no, you don't, because it's just so fun to watch.
It is. It is. Yeah. This is. You know. Preseason, we've been saying it nonstop. I mean, since the start of VRML, we've been saying it nonstop that we have nowhere to go but up. And every week, every month, every new season, I feel it more and more. We keep going up, and this is. I mean, in these games, I mean that's part of the up. This is.
Yeah.
Just, you got to take in the moment. Everyone take a moment and just breathe in, what you're feeling right now and where you're at, and just get it, just feel it, feel the moment, feel where we're at on this timeline, and because this is, oh man, the best is yet to come, man.
And yeah, just to kind of expand on that for those watching and might be less familiar with Echo Arena, Echo VR, maybe more casual viewership and things like that, or for that matter, newer players to the scene, wherever you are and wherever you're watching or playing from and things like that. This is spoken as kind of from the side of players who've witnessed the last 3 years of Echo, 2 to 3 years now, for between Dimwi and myself, and subtlety on the cameras. These is such a different dynamic from where it used to be in competition, where just as a result of the lower population at the time. I mean, the game was fantastic and it was healthy for its context, in early VR days, but it's not the case where it's just such a clear line of separation, where it's just you're either one of the top, few good teams in the league, or you're not, right? That's how it used to be. And then it's just now there's so much more dynamics at play, a focus, and we get to stream all of these teams, every division, and we can see these close matches happen. We see these upsets happen. I mean, yes, there are still dominant teams in the league, but the point is the level of health and the amount that you do see upsets constantly is just a telltale sign of the positive direction it's all going on, and it's only expanding. So for those of you tuning in who have not downloaded Echo Arena, Echo VR, go download it. It's on the Oculus store, whether you're on a Quest or Rift S. It's free completely to play, so go download it. If you're interested in VR Master League here and playing in this competition, it is free. Go to VRML.com, VRMasterLeague.com, either or works. But go there, register. It's free. Find a team if you're interested in playing, because the system will pit you against teams of similar skill levels. The ladder-based MMR system. So when you're getting these matchups on a week-to-week basis, not only is it flexible scheduling between the teams, but you're going to be matched up against teams who generally are kind of a like-minded mentalities and skills. So if you want to have it be a kind of a casual league, you just, I'm gonna hop in once a week for 30 minutes or an hour and what have you. One and done, no scrims, no practice really. I just want to have a little bit of fun. You can do that, and you'll be faced against other teams like that.
And I gotta pile on right quick.
Yeah.
Just to anybody out there who has not yet played this game, if you're in venues right now and you haven't played yet, just do yourself a favor. Seriously, go download it. Right? I mean, go download it. It's the line I've been using because it's so true. Is you're gonna make the same discovery we all did. It's a discovery your first day at Echo VR. It's not just a new experience. Yeah. You're gonna discover the future in a whole new world.
A whole new place I never knew. Exactly. You never knew, but you're gonna know once you put yourself into that headset. Impossible to describe or do justice accurately just how amazing it is. And as we continue the finals of this Challenger Cup, off the joust in this third round, it's going to be taken here looking like, well, by Zero. See if they can get control back, maybe. Nope, it's just another stack coming in. Well, there it is, a grab and a grab again. Look at the defense. It's Supreme, another big grab. Seen it all day.
Yeah, sorry. Couldn't get to my mute button, but that's, we have seen it all day, but Rock's going to collect that one there. Sending it out, and Jiggy picking it up. The flailing hands as he got sunned out. I'm sorry, that was way too comedic. That's too funny. That's too funny for the level gamer. Zuck's gonna handle that one.
That's exactly the best part, or one of the best parts, right? You can always see the emotion of the sport as the gameplay unfolds, and Andy finding himself with the goal. A little wind around shot might have gotten fancier had it not been for the fast stack approaching.
Yeah, no, just a quick shout out to Cruz, and man, you guys did amazing today. Just an amazing game. Just thank you guys for that one, because I know you're watching right now. But yeah, good goal there by Andy, bringing that one in. I thought maybe he was going to lose that, because the defense was getting there, and he was kind of taking his time. But he did get that first 2 on the board here, just about a minute in. And that's Redshift now with the possession. Supreme sending that one over to Zox. Zox, ooh, going back to Zenith there. And Zenith happily going to accept that pass as he tries to send that one out, but Zox picking it up.
Yeah, and it's just again, I'm very entertained by what these two teams are providing. I know for this particular match, it was discussed a little bit in this Discords and such, and the Twitch, and as a really nice shot goes out from Jiggy. I know that this match, in the context of today, this one's just for seeding in the championships. It's not for entry into the championships, right? So the stakes aren't quite as high, sure, but at the same time, despite any fun and silliness and things like that you see at times, when it comes down to it, it's kind of like you see this in the All-Star games, for instance, like for NBA, right, where people kind of treat it, a little bit maybe less serious initially, but as the pass goes out and officially with authority, it's seen it again. You're going to see these teams' competitive fires start to flare just like that. At the end of the day, they still want to win, because a game is a game is a game, and this is indeed a match so far, or a game, if you prefer. 4-3-0.
That was, it's plays like that, the 0 pulls off. That's what makes me, they're not, you know what I mean? They're not at their max level yet. They're not there. Oh, what a shot. Oh, goodness. Was that rocks?
Are they at their max level now?
No, and I don't mean, no, I mean, like, I mean in the grander scheme, like,
yeah.
They pull, it's not every play they pull a play off like that last one, not the one we just saw, but the one prior, that passing play. It's not every play they do that, but when they do it, man, it is so amazing. They do it they do it a couple times a game, and if they can just get to that point where they're doing that consistently, like all the time, not even Kang will stop them.
I was gonna say there are a small handful of teams who do it to that degree that I could name. Absolutely, Zero is one of the few. Kang is one of the few, certainly, and it's a beauty to watch. I would apply the same. I mean, Team Gravity and Phantoms, for all the speed you talk about over in Europe, same kind of thing. We see that from them, and yeah, it's just nothing better in the world than a well-executed team play where everyone gets their hands on the disc before it gets scored.
Oh, dude, I could literally every play like that Nova ever pulled off, I could describe to you right now, like pass by pass. Like that's how much they stick in your memory.
Absolutely, and right there, it's Voodoo receiving the pass from Rox Titan. They're up by 6 points now, so continuing the momentum a bit. Still 6 minutes, a little bit under that left to go. Redshift not down by too much, and for that matter, I wouldn't even be worried in the sense that Redshift multiple times today has started off a bit behind on goals, and well, somehow they pull through.
Yeah, they're just it's I was saying it before. It's almost like they need that fire lit under them, and suddenly they're the kind of players that those types of people that just they do better under pressure. Some people do better with a lack of pressure, and most people do, I would say. But some people just thrive on just being under pressure, and they might hate it, but it still works. And Andy W though does track that one down. Gonna send it up to Voodoo. Voodoo for the 3.
So another one of the cases that I go to a lot, where I say the pros make things look so easy, right? Look, so immediate on the shot, the redirect, wasted no time at all. That what that is right there. Voodoo, another one of those long time players, super skilled. It's floor awareness, because they don't need the time to find the goal and throw it. They know from muscle memory, based on where they are on the floor, they know where to put it. They don't need to line up their shots all too often. In fact, sometimes when you see these experienced players have a lot of time in the world to line up the shots, that's actually when you'll see them miss it, because suddenly they're thinking about it a little too much. But it just, it's a testament to certainly the instincts and the muscle memory that you see from this level of play.
Redshift picking that one up. They're going to send that one through here. all the way down to the bubble. Going to be picked up by Rockstar. Rock's going to send this one back. Gets through that far side tube, getting all the way down into the redshift zone. Down to the floor there, and both teams try to track it down. Andy ultimately does. Going to forward it up to Rocks. Rocks going to send that one. Beautiful pass over to Voodoo.
No, beautiful pass to himself.
Hold on.
Wow.
Man.
Voodoo casting a curse on Dimwi right there. So as he tries to pick out the needles, it's Voodoo with a very nice goal, 14-3.
That was, that was Steez, y'all. That's Steez right
well,
there.
Bless you. I thought that was a cough, though. Oh, whatever.
You know, I love. I mean, I've done it myself, never on purpose. You know, I've never done it on purpose, but even when you do it on accident, you know, it feels steezy. Excuse my voice cracking as I'm telling you, I did damage earlier today.
Steezy.
Speaking of Steez, Zox doing Zox things.
Absolutely. I would say that. Oh yeah, Zux definitely picked some stuff up from Andy, but no, that's actually a disservice because Zux can do that himself. In fact, was talking with Andy before too, and you know these two. I didn't realize it at the time, but Zux and Andy had been teammates. They were each other's kind of a. You know, first on the first competitive team together back a couple of years back, or a year and a half back, something like that.
So what, like ESL 2, I think ESL 2 or ESL 3.
Yeah, so they're two players as Zenith goes for that pass to Andy. Oh, nice steal though from Supreme. But these two players are kind of they're following similar trajectories in that sense, and their growth and development as competitive players, and you know they have kind of similar play styles in ways for sure, but they're both just excellent at what they do.
They really are. I mean, I could not talk. I could not say enough about either of those players. In fact, I could not say enough about literally any of the players in this game. But I mean, those two in particular, even and opportunity here, Rocks.
No look.
Ooh, just
No
gonna
problem.
plant it. Just sets it in. Just says, you know what? That's where that belongs. I'm gonna stretch down the field here.
That was such a boss play from Rocks. I mean, the most gradual, casual. He took it, didn't look, and all in one smooth motion, one smooth stride. He put it where it needed to be and kept going along his merry way. That's like, you know how heroes walk away from explosions. It was kind of like that, except much more gentle.
Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions. It's
Yeah.
Kaz sends that one into Supreme, and Supreme's gonna send that one in for the 2. They're gonna bring it back within 9. So still in it is Redshift, but they are very quickly running out of time here. That's a minimum of 3 goals. Yeah, they're gonna have to be quick.
Yeah, because otherwise, again, this match for the seeding 0 looking like it with a victory here. They could be eyeing themselves some jokers down the line as, well, Redshift, they're going to be hunting some kangaroos, perhaps. But Andy W, they're just going to hunt for another goal. They've got 1:10 to still pile on some more points, or even stall if they wish, either or. But yeah, winding it down here in our final match of the night.
Okay, Andy W here, going to send this one across. And over to Voodoo, over to Zenith, but a good stop there by Kaz. So they're looking for the ice right now, as it's technically not over. We are approaching that line, but
It's about there.
It's about there. We're effectively there at the we're effectively there. Yeah, so that's it will be 0 taking this victory here. We're just waiting on that final score as Zuck's going to clear that one through that far side too. And taking a few bounces there, going to bounce up to the ceiling. Jiggy picking it up. Jiggy sending it in. Jiggy going to hit that 3. Bringing it back within 6, but with only about 12 seconds to come up the tube. Yeah, 0.
Not giving up on the play and on the game, right? That's the important thing. It'd be easy just to stop, and I know they've got a week. Both these teams they have the next 5 days, 6 days before they have to play again, and so the carryover effect from anything here might not be all too strong in terms of this match, but of course in the context of the grand tournament, the whole series, this Challengers Cup this weekend, there's a lot of very interesting stories at the development. Not only the Challengers Cup even, but just across the league, because actually I'll get to that in a minute. I want to talk about this match first, as we do head to the scoreboard here. And mind you, I think the round 1 scores might not be there. Our stat puller got momentarily all tangled up, but these are at least for rounds 2 and 3, I believe. And these teams, like I said, at the end of the day, a game is a game. Seeding or otherwise, they were still playing. By the end of it, they were still playing with the intention of winning a match. because that's what you want to do. You know, you come into your into the arena with your teammates. You're there to fight, to battle it out, and that's what these teams did for the last several hours.
Yeah, I mean they did, and yeah, this was this game here. This is I mean it's a great game. You know, both teams came to play. You know, I saw some concern that maybe they weren't going to really give it their all, but I mean you saw it. Everyone saw it here. They came and they played. Neither one of them wanted to lose, and Zero does pick it up. But just to touch on the stats right here, you got Voodoo with the game high points here at 12, also picking up 2 assists, 3 saves. Look at all the saves. I didn't even realize it. Look at all the saves on both teams.
Yeah.
You're gonna forget the rest. I don't even care. I don't even care about the rest of the stats.
Again, keep in mind that these are partial stats still yet. I didn't verify the math, but based on earlier, so it's the stat lines are full. You're right.
You're right.
That's
We're
nasty.
missing quite a few. We're missing quite a few goals. I think it looks like we're missing round 1 actually.
Yeah. It was round
Wow.
1 that happened. So rounds
That's
2 and 3 here.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Forget assists. That's a lot of assists. That's actually really pretty. All those assists and the scoring, all the goals, all the points. It's really pretty. But look at the saves. I mean, nobody. Andy W is the only player in this game, and that's only over those 2 rounds. There's no telling what it would look like with round 1. Andy W is the only player in the game in those 2 rounds that didn't get 3 saves. You know how common it? Oh my goodness. They're all goalies today.
Apparently, all goalies, I mean, I was gonna say good teammates, but that's
Shout out to Cruising.
that's how they are always. And shout out to Cruz, shout out to all of Instinct. I mean, just the matches that we saw today from all these teams on stream, North America, Europe, or otherwise, phenomenal. Yeah, I'm very. I don't want to do it because we already got to that in the intermission earlier, but it's just it brings a tear to the heart. Well, that's not the phrase, but you know what I mean. It's been heartwarming, to say the least. Tear warming? No, that's not it. But yeah, Dimwi, we're in a good spot going into finals
Yes,
because
we
we get to be the biggest fans here in the world, watching these teams
do.
go head to head for all the marbles.
No, I mean that's why that's
And
one
then we
of the
get
2
to-
reasons I got into casting.
And then we get to lose our marbles, as happened a couple times today.
And I predict I am almost certainly going to lose my voice again. Not
Yep.
before the finals. At least this time it'll be during the finals. Unlike preseason where I lost it before the finals.
Well,
Oh, man.
on that note, though, so what I was getting at just before we ended the round, I kind of wanted to save it just for relevance sake. But yeah, now the intriguing thing is we've seen these teams at the top level. We're talking about the top seeded teams and how great they've been and stuff. But intrigue in the last few weeks. Okay, a couple weeks ago, Team Joker undefeated all the season. They lost their first match there to Spaghetti. Phantoms handing Team Gravity, who went undefeated all season, their first loss at the end of the last day of Week 10. Sort of. And what I mean by sort of is, for those who might have missed it somehow, okay? OCE, Leviathan, undefeated all season. Last night, technically the last match of the regular season. It was rescheduled from the prior weeks because of some tech issues kind of out of the control of the players. So it got pushed back quite a bit. And OCE did not have a Challengers Cup, so therefore it was kind of an open slot to, if they needed to reschedule, they rescheduled. Streamed that one with PAMWOW. Leviathan, they lost their first game to the 4 Horsemen. So why do I bring this up? Because of the fact, the theme of the week, the theme of the last few weeks, the theme of this series of this day, upsets will happen. They have happened. No team is completely untouchable, and it is shown in recent weeks. So if you think you know what's coming next week when we have these finals happen, and it will be streamed everywhere, venues, Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube, you name it, but go watch it, because if you think you know what's gonna happen, think again, because anything and everything can, and that's what I wanted to get at. With that being said, SirDimwi, any final parting words after this very long, exhausting yet rewarding night and morning of streams?
Everybody who's still here,
Mhm.
I am going to see you in 6 days.
Oh yeah,
I am going to see you in 6 days. So, be here. I expect to see you. If you're not here, I'm going to call your mother.
and you
That's all I'm
don't
saying.
want that. All right. Well, for everyone over there in Oculus venues, on Twitch TV, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming. Thank you so much again for watching. To all our fantastic sponsors of VR Master League and for VR Master League Echo Arena, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware. Once again, thank you so much for your support for the league, for the community, and all these great opportunities. To our league moderators, Alakos, Dano, McFabulous, Echo Zero, Gilligan, Nada, Princess, Sneaky Evil, Wit, fantastic job as always, keeping the league running smoothly, well-oiled machine, and always appreciate them. For everyone who's casted here in this this cup for North America, Strembitsky coming in, as well as NightFiree. It's so much for subtlety. We had a Swift and a NightFiree, Mini Hats, as well as a Shepherd, I believe, all casting on channels 2 and 3, some of these other matches as well. All the support and all the participation means all of the world to us. Now, that said, until next week, from all of us here at VRML, thank you. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, be good to each other. We're going to see you again really, really soon.